here. Yo, what's up? Yo. Is my mic on? Yeah, it's on. I am also live on Discord if anybody wants to join that instead of YouTube, because I know there's no lag there, but you also have no music. So that's the downside. Not much downside, as you can see. Alright. I'm kind of glad that we didn't really start stream as early as we have been. I'm also glad I didn't really put too much energy into making too many watch lists, because I was pretty spot on about what was going to happen today. I'm not trying to be like cocky or anything, but it's good to be right. Just because, like, I don't know, if you look at the past couple days, we've actually been moving a lot. Also, we're going into news, and I don't know, maybe everyone else is going crazy, but last literally 3 years, I've heard nothing but the words CPI, PPI, Fed speaker. So of course I'm gonna be cautious when I see these things again. And just kind of leading into them, just price action slows up. And I didn't even check VIX, but I bet VIX is, yeah, VIX is flat, which is not really a good sign. It just means there's a lower expected move coming. So let's go back to SPY. Which, if you guys want to talk about VIX on a more real level, maybe we can do that as a like workshop class or something. But I would love to do a breakdown on how VIX is supposed to be used. What's up, Zaya? What's up, Timmy? What's up, Jack? What's up, E? What's up, Maddie Ice? Good to see you all. What's up, Timmy? How you been doing, man? What's up, Jack? How's your shop going? What's up, E? How's your Hitman business going? No, I'm being serious. He kills people for a living. Excuse me. I like swallowed some water earlier, and I was trying to breathe at the same time, and that was not the move. Oxygen and water were not supposed to be breathed in at the same time. LOL, going good, man. How are you? Pretty good. Just good to see my people. What's up, my favorite peeps? What's up, Alexis? How you doing, man? How is the oxygen tank business going? Hopefully you're staying safe on the roads. I know you drive around a lot. How are you in the stream as of late? Pretty good. I'm honestly just trying to get active again, so I'm just getting into the swing of things. Been pretty good about it, though. If you've been paying, if anybody, not Timmy in general, but anybody, we've been very active in the Discord recently. Even on boring days like this, like, I know that I probably don't have to stream today because of the news that we're going to get and how boring it's going to be. That's kind of why I started it a little bit later, too, like 20, 30 minutes later. It's whatever, you know, let's just be here to be here. We can cover things, we can go over things, we can get some reps, you know, we could just look at stuff. We don't have to actually participate if we don't want to. But that's totally fine. We can get reps, we can be here, we can feel what's actually going on. So it's not always about getting an actual trade. A little slower on the sales this week, but it's giving me an opportunity to catch up on other stuff I need to do. Okay, that's good. Taking advantage of your slowdown time. Good. It's probably a good sign that your business is coming to an end, Jack. Fuck. Haven't been active as much as I'd like, but enjoying the team's growth. Oh, and breakdowns. Well, either way, EC, like that. Like, you're busy, you can't participate. But at least you're still checking, you're still kind of understanding, like, where is everything at. You know, therefore, if you ever do participate, you're not a complete, you know, you're not completely lost. What's up, Dr. J? How you been? Been busy lately training new people, and it's getting old. O2 is in demand. Damn. Well, you hear that, guys? You ever need to get into to a field of work? It looks like the oxygen tank business is in high demand. Just don't go near whatever state Alexis is in, because that's what E's Hitman business is actually for. It's to knock off any, you know, potential competition. So just be careful. Let me zoom in. You guys are probably tired of staring at whatever the hell this is. Does anybody want to look at anything or go over anything, or need me to look at anything before I just start sitting here? Because I would love to go over whatever you guys have. Anything you might have done today, or any mistakes you may have made, or any good trades you may have made. It's not just bad things. Let's go over good things as well. I will say this. If you went short, I think you're crazy. I really don't see any opportunity for, honestly, anybody. I see a little bit of opportunity for buyers based on how I've been posting and how I've been going over levels with you guys in the Discord. But besides that, I haven't really seen much. We've generally stuck to range. If you want to get good at not breakout days, these are the days to look at. These are the days to practice and review. Because all this is doing is using previous day's price action. There's a little bit of historical price action here as well. But, I mean, I'm glad we left the top of that range, because look how well it held today. I mean, to the cent. We get a higher low from it. Obvious hammers are showing as they're breaking back above open and this level. So I think we see a little bit of that BTD higher low setup going here. And then you do get a good push. But where do they stop at? The top of the range, the all-time high. So it's not like they went anywhere, you know. So there is some plays here. I'm not getting on anybody who might have traded in this vicinity. That's fine. But, you know, just going into these days, just you need to be expecting that there's not going to be as much movement, which is not the end of the world. Current day open level is king. Dude, it really is. It's amazing to me how many people in our chat I've been seeing using it more and more, and I'm really happy. Because it is a very powerful level. And yes, ENPH is breaking the higher low trend. That's what we love to see, people. That's what we'd like to see. Boeing going further. Kind of expected that, but just not a move I want to be a part of. I feel like there's a lot. It's a crowded trade, I feel like. So I feel like at any moment you're going to get that reversal, or the implied volatility is just going to be so high it's not going to be fun to trade. So I'm just going to leave that one alone. Shout out to, what's his name in chat? Hayes? Bro, Hayes has been saying D-Dog going up for weeks. And it has. No matter how crap some other weight looks or something in the market, dude, D-Dog has just been holding higher lows, making higher lows, moving higher, breaking trends. I mean, this is a crazy trend to break. You'd think after this candle, I even said it myself on stream. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it slows down after this candle. Just because that's an obvious gapped up small body candle with a high leg on top. And it's at a supply. It's not just at like a random area. So, very, very strong breakout. And I almost promise anybody who's in like any kind of play on this, it's a very good boost for your position, because I've almost promised this was not a crowded trade, because it looks like it's going to obviously reverse. So the fact that it didn't is a very good sign that bulls trapped a lot of bears inside those two maybe even last 3 candles for all we know. That's just crazy though. I was really impressed with that breakout. Actually, let me go tag him on that, because I actually thought that was insane. Oh, I didn't get a screenshot. Awkward. Just said, bro, you're a beast. Tagged him, sent the chart. No content, no context. That was insane. There's a lot of charts I need to go over from post charts too. You guys were literally on fire. Oh my god, he posted it in post charts. I see where it is now. Oh my god, 250%. Oh, now he's looking at snow. I love that. Yeah, this is honestly a pretty good one. Damn, it actually moved up. Damn, that's a very clean higher. We talked about this heavy in stream. Talked about this in the post chart channel. I saw a few people post this. I think Garden Trader was the first one to post it, though. She posted it before I saw anybody. What was the other one? Oh, wait, we have a scratch pad. What am I doing? Let's go back. And look, snow right there. Oh, it was Oracle. Yeah, this is the other one. This was another beautiful continuation breakout. It's just got that feel to it where the higher lows are holding. It feels like it's just slowly working itself back up into a breakout, but it doesn't want to be super obvious. AMR, we were just kind of looking at. I won't give this one too much time. Volta, though, did perfect. So I'm happy with that. It even stopped right at our little target area, which it's not the bottom of that wick. It's the Fibonacci of this range. And then we had EMPH, already looked at that, and then coin. Yeah, coin's given up. We were kind of thinking it was a lead test popping up here, but we just need a break of structure now under the 160s, and this is really going to start falling. But, I mean, genuinely, I would like to think it follows Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin is also coming off lower highs. This does look like it wants to crack under the 60K mark. Which I would say 2 areas is possible for this to stop if it does break 60K. Is right here, where this little higher low is. And then probably the bottom of this, 53,200. So if you're watching crypto or coin, that is something I would look at. Because this is just giving off lower highs off of supply, which is seller area. So it's not good. Apple slowed down against supply. We already talked about that. And Microsoft still just sitting at the lows there, which kind of feel like this is a laggard out of all the heaviest weights in the market. So we're definitely keeping our eyes on that as time goes on. Like if the market keeps going up, well, I mean, eventually Microsoft's going to have to go up. It's math. Unless they just shoot themselves in the foot, but I don't think Microsoft's going to do that. And damn, Nvidia also looks like it wants to just launch. It's like, I know it's not a 3-bar play, but it gives off that same feel. And it's right under that high right here. Let's look at this. No, not that one. Well, I guess that works too, but I was gonna do this. So this is a recent supply, but I was wanting to look at a more historical supply, and I feel like it's kind of obnoxious to grab this from this open to this high, which is the correct way of drawing it, and it does look like that is the supply. But for a more direct view of where price is right now, we're going to use this one. So if you want to be tedious with it, go ahead and add that, and then add the other supply, but don't add the zone so it doesn't freak us out, because you can see we're holding the bottom of it. So this is why I think Nvidia is trying to work towards all-time high, is because of how it's holding. So you can see we're not just past this supply, we're kind of into the beginning of this one, and we're working into this one, right? So we're really just looking to get over 135, 136 area, and then this is looking to go towards all-time high again, which we don't necessarily need to be part of the trade on that one. So there's other charts that will move with it. So if we feel like we don't need to be with Nvidia, we can go to AMD, we can go to these other ones, but just looking at that for some movement. Tesla also giving off a pretty wild hammer today, which again, it's only 18 till noon, or till 1, sorry. So we do have 2 hours left in the day. So let this develop more. Also, I'm probably not taking a swing into the tomorrow's news, which again, if you want to check out what we got tomorrow, please check out the daily updates channel. Ooh, Jack, nice chart. And also, guys, make sure to remember the homework I gave you. I didn't really see anybody do it. Make sure to go reply to some charts inside of the post charts channel. Don't just post your own. Actually, never mind. I lied. There's a couple people here who replied to each other. I take that back. But I want to see that. I want to see you guys interact with each other. If you want to grow more. And don't bring up, like, critical point. Don't criticize somebody. Bring up things that you see in the chart. Damn, rollout and Garden Trader. Y'all never fail to amaze me. D-Touch, Hayes, Andrew. I see you, Andrew. Dude, you guys are kind of giving out free plays left and right. I like this. I mean, not really like free, you know what I mean. Some of you are just dropping bombs in chat. Good to see. Alright, let me see what y'all are saying on YouTube now that I'm done yapping. I just had to reply and make sure I checked everything. Oh, and the 2 days are pure gold. Thanks for all you do, B. No problem, E. Those are actually a lot of fun to make. I'm gonna try to be critical about it though. I don't want to post on days that I think that I'm not gonna get what I want. And I'll go over that again in another video, probably about VIX a little bit, because I do use VIX a little bit to help me decide what days I should be trading and what days I shouldn't be trading. So we can go over that or something. But yeah, the SIBO. Let's see what you guys are saying. Dude, I am out of the loop. LOL BBYs. What? I'm out of the loop. And I stream this shit. Nah, no way. Nah, no way. No way. What the hell was said here? Okay, they beat earnings. It looks like they're making money. Which is honestly pretty good timing, because they're about to lead into the holiday season too, so they might make even more money. This might actually keep going. Is Best Buy profitable? I really don't know. In the back of my mind, I'm like, there's no way this company makes a good amount of money. Like, they probably, you know, get along. But I don't know about. I really don't know about the financials of that company. That's one of those weird ones to me, because I'm from the era where they were already existing, and honestly, a lot of you, and they've continued to exist, whereas like all these other brands have kind of gone out of the way, but it's as old as some of those, so I don't know. Best Buy's a little weird. Holiday season might even ramp up the Best Buy chart more, you know, whereas some people look at that chart, they'd be like, oh, this is so overbought, kind of like how I was sounding, even like you heard my tone. I was already hating on it, and I was barely looking at it. I just don't like what people did to that stock. It got turned into a meme stock as well. BBBY and BBY did. Walmart out there complaining they're losing too much to theft at self-checkouts. Meanwhile, they're trading at all-time highs. Yeah. Cost is going to break 1,000 soon. Yeah, probably. This is one company I would say can do that. This is probably just going to keep going. I mean, this is the largest retest it did. Yeah, which is pretty massive, don't get me wrong. It's $100. But still, that company is strong. Bueller, do you F with Amazon? Like 1 week out calls? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know about the news, but the setup seems pure to me. Oh, I mean, regardless of that, Timmy, regardless of news, I still like to kind of talk about setups like there isn't news, but I'm not gonna actually take a position on it if I know I'm getting a low probability position. Because again, it's not really this chart's fault if it, you know, gaps down just because something came out about the overall economy. So I really can't hate on the charts overall, but let's see though. Let's see what you see, and remind me why you like it as well. Actually, let's just rechart this. This looks like crap. I've been doing my bigger time frame charting, and then I add my smaller time frame charting, and then it just ruins it all because I don't have the I don't have the thought process to be like, oh yeah, wait, switch. So I mess up my chart. So let's just chart it together. I'm just gonna add a couple of merging candles just to get myself started because I just want to get this chart done. Get that candle there, that candle there, candle there. By the way, y'all really do need to check out Yellow Jackets on Netflix. That shit was so good. At first sight, you'll be like, I don't like this stuff. And then you'll watch it and you'll be like, damn, this is really good. Alright, extend. I just like to extend it because I don't know why it messes with me when I see like the end of the level not over a candle. It like freaks me out. I like to see price in control of things. Or price being controlled by things. So it does look like it's holding a beautiful level here at 180.40. Also, I'd like to point out, alright, you know what, I'm not going to say it, I'm going to make y'all guess. What is this breakout? I honestly didn't even notice that this was holding a particular level, but we did trade this candle. We traded this day. This was all 100% called out. But I want to see what you guys see. What is this at? What is this? What am I looking at here? For these three. Exactly. An inside bar, and it's an inside bar bullish breakout. So very nice. I like the gap up. This actually scares some people, but honestly, you gotta see these as continuation gap ups when it's this early on in trend. It's not until later on in trend that when you see these gapped up small body candles, you're like, okay, well, this is clearly overbought. And it might even be overbought short term, but, you know, let's just do this. You can just leave this level here. Maybe even add the inside low, inside high as well. But add that. And that's it. It comes down for a retest. You have two very obvious places you're looking. The top of the inside bar where it needs obvious retest because it doesn't, it just has a breakout. Or the gap's just going to get filled or hold. So you might not even get a big retest. You might have gotten it today. So you need to also review, what did this even hold? Wait, my bad. Let me go back. So it's at a fib from this day's open, or sorry, close. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. To this day's open. Go to 2-day 5-minute. Let's just highlight this. I don't really want to stare at this too long. But it looks like it did hit the minus 50% extension. So it hit the first target past the fib area, but did not go beyond it. So that was a clear resistance there. But they did hold on to the bullish part of the fib. So yeah, like I said, on the daily time frame, when it's this early on in trend and you're seeing that gapped up doji or that gapped up small body candle, I would honestly say it's higher percentage probability that you're seeing a bullish continuation, not a overbought candle. Because, I mean, let's be honest here. Is this really overbought? No. It literally just range traded and had one breakout day, and this is moving up beyond that. That's it. So, no, I don't hate your idea with Amazon calls. This actually does look good. Looks organic. Now, if we were on the smaller time frames and it was losing control of this area, or it didn't hold it at all, I would have told you, nah, this is probably just an overbought candle. But because of how early on in the bounce it is, I don't believe this is an overbought candle. See, like, this was pretty crazy, but this was all part of some... Honestly, the whole market did that. The whole gap up to green candle, gap down to bearish kicker. There was really only a few charts that actually continued down from those bearish kickers. A lot of them had inside bars pop up, like this one, and then pop back up again, or, you know, some variant of that where there was like an ugly indecisive candle at a support after the red day, after the kicker. A lot of charts have that. This really isn't anything crazy. And again, I really do believe a lot of this recent price action, these weird days we're getting right now, I really do believe this is just because of the news we're getting. This is because of what we're getting towards. We have CPI, PPI, all that, and once that's out of the way, it's back to whatever the trend was again. We'll establish that, and we don't have to say the N word in here again. News. I probably shouldn't say it like that. That sounded very racist. But I think we all knew what I meant. We all hate that word. News sucks. I mean, when is news ever really good for us except when it randomly helps us out, right? And that's very rare. Yeah, Dr. J. I didn't mean it like, it's just like, that's how it comes off though. Like, a lot of us really do hate news, like, and you should. You should hate news. News sucks. I probably shouldn't have worded it like, that's pretty bad. That was pretty funny though. I'm an AMD here. My fill is 0.55. Okay, so he's going for a swing play on AMD. That's all on Discord. Jedi Juan, 30-minute trade off of EMA cross, entered on green. Dude, y'all just can't post in the... I see Hayes is like dropping his results in post charts, and then Jedi is doing it in trade floor. I'll accept it though. One and done, safe trading team. Let's see what he did here. 3-minute trade off EMA cross over, entered on the green. Oh, nice. Keeping it simple. I like that too. Nice little bearish retest there as it's losing control of those EMAs you're looking at. Is the red one the 21? Or what is the red one? I see your green one is a 9. 9 and 20. Okay, nice. Bro, good shit. You literally just took my template and then just did it. Dude, you're a beast. I love you for this. Hold up. I'm going to show this off. So, guys, if you have access to this, this is by far one of the craziest channels I've ever made. And I put a lot of work into this. A lot of organization. And it's really annoying because I actually had to make this channel twice. Pretty funny story. But there's a setup in here, though. Hold up. I'll find it. There's way too many like swing setups in here first. Here we go. Okay, so I was using the 20, I think, but I've told you guys many times, if you're using the 8 or the 9, the 20 or the 21, like, I don't care. It's all the same shit. If you're using just one number off, it's fine. But the 21 is more optimal, I believe, now, so I'm happy you're using that. I think I stopped using the 20 a long time ago and moved to the 21 whenever we started doing more swing trading. But right here, anytime you get a close on, which I actually like his a lot more because this is just an open range breakout, the loss of control. What I like about his trade a lot more is he went for this, and it's not the exact same look as what he did. Wow, this is beyond at $70. Remember that, guys? But what's cool about that is it broke the EMAs, so it's telling you, hey, bears are in control, dummy. Look, blah blah blah. What other levels do you have there? Okay, so let's say pre-market. Let's say this is pre-market low. I don't even really know if it really is or not. Could be more candles here. It's not just losing the EMAs, it's also losing a level. Let's look at, hold up, scrolling back up. No, you're good, I don't care about that. What I like about his too, I almost promise, if you grab a fib from here to here, I almost promise you this is a fib somewhere. This is the 50 or the 65%. I promise you. Somebody needs to go draw that and back test me. But beautiful job. I like that you're not just going off of EMAs. It actually looks like it went off of a couple things. You'll see some structures lost over here. I like that you could see the structure of kind of like where it got up to here and was trying to hold this little dotted line here. I know you didn't draw these, but I'm using them as reference. And you can see it hit here, and then once your candle came through and after it lost control, because you should, in theory, understand that that is making that bearish, and if this doesn't get above the halfway to 65% point of that red candle, there's a higher percent chance it is going to continue going down. Now, maybe not this quickly, 3 instant candles, and I'm very happy you took profit into the lows if you did. But either way, dude, you literally took the template and you just made it your own. I love that. I want to see more people do that, honestly, because this is like, I literally pointed out what percentages these are, like what percentage of confidence you should have, probability that we've gone over, the type of entry it is. I've even gone over the new ones, like the lead test a lot. So please take your time to go through this stuff, guys. This is it's a lot, and it's just for members. I took a lot of time to make that. Some of them are live trades, some of them are literally just breakdowns of a template of a type of trade that we're going for. But every single post in there is from a trade. It's not like some bullshit like, I don't know, I hate when people do that. You don't know your shit works if you don't actually go trade it, right? Like, you don't know it works. And it's kind of funny because we get some new people in here every now and then, and they're like, oh, there's no way this works. And all of you probably had that moment too where you've used this system and you're like, whoa, that just worked. It's like, yeah, that's supposed to. So, and it's nice to get that. It's like a light bulb feeling, kind of. But good trade, Jedi Quan, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just really happy that you took like a template, made it your own, because that is the basics. There was really nothing else for you to do there. He also said, was watching SPY until the break of the 3450 EMA nearing current day open and plan to exit near 575. Okay, good. Yeah, I was going to say, as long as you're into those lows, like, just a really good rule of thumb, Jedi, honestly, just use my supply-demand rules. Do you know what those are? So, like, if you're already, we're in the mindset right now, if you're already in the trade, let's quickly find a target that we think is more optimal. Do you know how to draw the demand of that low right there? And if you don't, we can go over it. But I think this would have been perfect for you. But either way, it looked like you had a way of thinking it, so it doesn't matter. But I still want to go over this so you have another way of being like, okay, look, there's a target right here. So you have another way of finding it. Yeah, I saw that in levels. Oh, okay, shit, never mind. Shit, Jedi's on it. Alright, I don't have to show you. But in case somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm still going to show. Where the hell? Oh. I'm so bad about this. I never do the 3 minute. I can instantly see where you traded from, too. So, he's trading, if anybody's watching from the trade floor. He was watching the EMAs. The EMAs are kind of like right here. They're like doing their thing here. They break, and then this goes up, and then it falls. So the whole time I've been talking about this, and yes, it is rejecting a fib area, the 50 to the 65%. So that's interesting. We could just mark that and move on. Oh, another thing, you can use the fib extensions as targets, but I don't like to use them on smaller time frames for targets because they're too close. But they are dangerous if you use them on like a gap or a bigger time frame. Pretty much just larger moves, but they aren't the end of the world if you do use them on smaller time frames. They're very accurate. But what I was trying to get at is if you go from the low of this to the top of your last red candle, that would be your demand of that recent move. I'm not saying this is where buyers are going to catch price and send it back up, which it does look like it's liquidating and catching it right now, oddly enough. But this is what a good target area. So, and it looked like you were kind of looking for the same thing. You said 575s, and you were also looking into that wick. So, damn, good shit, dude. But yeah, so if anybody didn't know, if you ever are in a trade like this and you don't know what you're doing, look at the recent low. Mark from the bottom of the last low to the top of the last red candle before it went back up. That's all you need. Sometimes it's going to be smaller, sometimes it's going to be a little bit bigger. And you can do that too for if you're in calls off of a low and you have a recent high right there. Mark that recent supply. You go from the top of the high to the open of the last green candle. It's a little bit of a different rule. Whereas the low, you're grabbing to the top of the last red candle, not the open or anything like that. But yeah, tons of videos on that and breakdowns, so if you guys need that, you have it. But good trade, dude. That was beautiful. You truly cooked. What's good, B? What's up, Prop Street? How you doing, Carter? Amazon 15-minute goes crazy. My bad. Let's go catch it. Let's go look. Timmy says it's crazy. It's probably crazy. I mean, this man literally is like a reincarnated Evel Knievel. Alright, let's grab the high of this and just the open. I don't want to grab a whole bunch. Oh, wait. I don't even need to do that. I could have grabbed this. Ah, look at that. The supply of high of day. That's crazy. I'm not going to add that one, though. I want to keep it more open. Oh, you said 15-minute, bro. I'm like, why do my candles look so weird? Okay, I'm going to assume he means this one. Which is kind of cool, because there's already a lot of, like, legs right here. Wicks. It's at the open. I mean, the open is the only level I have right here. And then this long-ass leg. That means a lot of people got trapped inside of that. I always like to call these carrots, because when I was learning, when I first started out, I always learned, you know, it's going down, and then it's going up. It's just a big carrot. And that's what these are, you know, you gotta remember it's going up, then it went down. The wick. Focused on the wick. But damn, good eye. Yeah, that is a pretty wild candle. Combination of candles, really. Just the one doji, yeah. No, that's crazy. These two candles, too, this is wild. I mean, we're just stuck inside of these right now. If you look at the high of that and the low of that, we're just stuck inside of that pretty much the rest of this day. And it's like the epitome of what I was talking about the other day. Yes, everything is in good spots. I think there's a lot of great stocks in good spots, but I just don't think we're going to get a lot of movement today or tomorrow. Which actually was seeing how little movement we got today. You might actually get some movement tomorrow. Or end of day today for all we know. Again, if you guys have not checked out that video, you got to watch that 3 phases of the day using probability video, because that video is pretty awesome. It's all theory based, but it's a good way of thinking about things. Make sure to drop a thumbs up on the stream if you're in here. I've been straight yapping for 38 minutes, 56 seconds. Oh, how's the dollar? Still just moving on up. Back to back bearish kicker is crazy. There's one there, and there's one here. Now, I don't know if that's going to keep going just because of that, but that is an immense amount of selling. It's an immense amount of trapped buyers. Imagine the people who bought this, too. Now, I posted this in chat, but we were just saying, like, oh, or not this one. I posted this. But same sector. I was saying that it's having higher lows. Like, let's look for it a little bit. You know, let's look for some more action here into earnings. But it's not giving us that. Some signs of life, as you may say. Ulta was good, and then I don't remember the other one. I wish I was in D-Dog with Hayes. That was pretty crazy. Because these are the type of plays that are pretty wild because they are not obvious. It's like an obvious bearish candle against an obvious supply, and then it kept going. So, of course, a lot of people got trapped on that. Well, I shouldn't say people. I should just say money. Money was trapped. How was the music, by the way? Is it too loud or is it fine? And is it listenable? Like, is it decent? I'm not actually listening along. I'm like the Discord people. I didn't want to hear it. Music is good, but yeah, I'm actually honestly gonna take some real time out of my weekend and look for like just decent music on here that's not illegal to have on a fucking video on YouTube, excuse my language, and then probably put it in my own little playlist because I am so tired of how bad this election is, if you know what I mean. And Spotify's gotten worse. Spotify took off a lot of free music and playlists, and it looks like they banned like hundreds of thousands of accounts or something, because there's been a lot of just missing accounts that had that kind of playlist to it. So definitely need to do that this weekend because I'm tired of the mid selection on YouTube. Or I just need to find a better website that has that kind of stuff. There's probably websites that do it. Bing bong. Yo, what's up, Mel? What's up, everybody in the Discord, by the way? I did see you guys in here. I just didn't say hi. Hi, JC. Hi. I was already talking to Jedi. What's up, Buck? Going to work. Someone pinged me at PML. Let me reply to you, Jedi, so people don't think you're crazy. I said, replying to me on stream, by the way, so don't think Jedi is crazy. Well, for this at least. I mean, you still might be crazy, but it's definitely not because of this. Alright, I'm tabbing Discord. Isn't Art List a good one to just rip a ton of music from? Oh, is it? I didn't know. I'd never even heard of this. Thank you for your input there, Tobias. Art List. No way. This is a thing. Oh, you have to pay for it, though. What the fuck? Yeah, it's this royalty-free music all over it. Wow, oh, wow. These websites are even into the AI thing right now. That's pretty funny. Yo, what's up, Leland? How you doing? We were just chilling. We were looking at honestly, I've been talking a lot, going over a lot of different things, but we're just trying to entertain ourselves. Kind of expected this kind of movement, so we're not gonna cry. Not gonna cry, are you? What's up, though, Leland? How you doing? I just get a Noxta meme. That's crazy. Noxta emoji. That's crazy. Just blowing my mind with gap fibs. What's up? Blow my mind. Give me one to look at. I already looked at a couple, and then we went over. I went over Jedi's trade, which I thought was fucking beautiful. You should check out Jedi's trade in Trade Floor if you haven't seen it yet. But that trade was beautiful. He did it on the 3-minute. But I also went over some gap stuff or fibby stuff. But yeah, definitely check out Jedi's trade. And again, guys, I challenge all of you to. Oh, he's calling me. Holy fuck! Hold up. I didn't have my headset on. Hello? Oh, I'm not in. Hello? Seem to get wrecked by. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me put you on. Let me put you on OBS so they can hear you. Discord at Leland, yes. Alright, say something. Leland?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Can stream hear me?
Yeah, why you sound so low now? What happened?
I don't know. I put my other earbud in.
Oh, now you sound sexy again. There you go. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Clean audio. Alright, I'm sorry. It's all you know.
Oh, I was just looking at today's gap fibs.
On Spy?
Or SPX. But yeah.
Damn, my chart's all lagging now. Just blowing my mind. Oh, wow. Jedi, look where your trade came from. I didn't even... So this is why we need Leland. I don't even see it.
It's just so clean. Like, previous day close, today's open, and then the level in between, plus the extensions is like all you need.
This was pretty ugly. I could see somebody losing on this, but at least it was pretty obvious you were wrong. Not like, let me hold this for 40 minutes and see if I can get it back up. Like, no. It's pretty obvious this was wrong once it broke down.
Yeah.
And it hit yesterday's close. So I guess that was another good trigger. Just seeing it push back above that could have been re-entry, I guess, instead of hoping for the fib of overnight to hold. Damn, that is so clean.
Yeah, the extension's hitting.
This
like
is
the hammer.
Yeah. This is literally Jedi's trade.
1300.
He literally entered this candle, but he did it because of the 9 and the 21, and then he was looking at today's open and stuff for downside more. But that's crazy. That's where that lined up at. Literally to this cent. Oh, bro. I can't talk to you in here.
Why?
I was streaming in Discord as well, and it kicked me out of that.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even realize, bro. I'm looking back in chat, and I see 4
I forgot
people
you were
saying-
on Discord, too.
Bro, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Hold on, I'm gonna go back in there. You can just join there, too.
Alright.
If you want. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I'm so sorry, everybody that's in here. I'm over here glazing one of the people that are in here, too. I'm like, man, this is such a beautiful place where trade came from. Alright, hold up. Let me fix the audio. Oh, never mind. It's fixed anyway. God. I cannot believe I just did that to them. I'm so sorry, everybody. YouTube's fine. They had, no hurt to them. That is so funny. It like just hit me too that we did it. Oh. Either way though, mind-blowing fib. Leland is right. That is exactly what this is. It's even more mind-blowing because I went over his trade without even realizing that. I zoomed into this part of it. I didn't even look at the left. That is even more.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah, that's probably cleanest opportunity
clean.
of the day. That or this too, because you could even have seen this is a midterm retest. It's not the cleanest push away from everything, but it is a midterm retest. Away from the gap fib into the low.
And it's this pattern.
The fact that lines up with
It's like the perfect entry right there.
Here, I'll show it in open enterprise. And this is funny too, because weren't you literally just going over this with Viztex and results the other day? He was like, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Look for this," and that was
Wait
all
for
you
this.
said. Yeah, and then he sent you back a chart of like an optimal entry. He's like, "So this, right?" And you were like, "Yes." He got it like instantly, because this visual helps. Like if you guys ever struggle when you're looking at the candles, and just kind of structure where it is based on where your levels are, this visual really helps. And the other visuals, the other pictures that we have, it's very helpful. Because it reminds you, what is this supposed to look like? What am I supposed to be doing here? You know, instead of just shooting a shotgun and hitting random parts of the chart, you're actually sniping the best part of the chart. When it actually pops up, which it's not going to do that all the time. So make sure you take advantage.
Yeah. And Jedi nailed that entry perfect.
Perfectly. Using a different method, too. He was just like 9 and 21 EMA. Which, like, that's fine as well, but that's funny that that lines up to the cent like that. Dude, great trade, Jedi, and good review, Leland, because I honestly did not even look over to the left. I didn't even look at anything. I just zoomed straight into his trade. I didn't even think about it. That was pretty crazy, though. Damn, IWM looks like shit compared to the rest of the market, though. Like, at least SPY is coming down off of it being up. This is just down. Oh my god, perfect entry in IWM today if it would have rejected... Yeah, inside bar rejection. That's crazy. Against that high. After a grind up, too. It's very ugly. I swear the best moves come after these ugly grind up and grind downs where you get like red green, red green, red green, red green, but it's going up at an angle or down at an angle. I swear a very strong move always happens after that.
IWM's just such an ugly chart.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan.
Like on the daily.
No, it is. It is very... Oh, I'm on the 3 minutes still. That's awkward. Triple
like,
Q doesn't look too hot.
All dojis.
Oh, it's like a China chart?
It looks like one to me.
Yeah, the China charts are wild right now. Even worse now. I would say I would rather us go back to where we were than what they're doing now. This is just false hope.
Let's see. I haven't looked at any charts.
Oh,
oh god.
You're gonna hurt your brain looking at these.
Wow. Baba's up above 100. Oh my god, PDD is disgusting.
JD as well, it's bad. It's false hope. I just think it's funny how quickly people will buy supports on an economy that has direct access to just ruining everything. I mean, so does our country, but our country doesn't crash out as much as China does. When their leaders are like, oh, you guys don't like us? Bet. We'll just, I don't know, close off all free cash flow. And we'll do that for every business until we get what we want. I mean, they literally had the world thinking Jack Ma went missing.
Yeah.
Does everybody... I know everybody's going to remember that when I bring it up, but, like, that was wild. I don't know of anybody doing that
they were,
in the
like,
US.
torturing and brainwashing him or something?
For all we know. And then he's just randomly like, oh, guys, I was vacationing on my island. Like, yeah, sure you were.
All is good. I love China.
I'm sure Jack Ma, had zero internet access for multiple weeks at a time. I'm sure that was the reality. That was so crazy. When do you ever hear Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk going off of the grid for that long? Like, you just never hear that because it doesn't happen. Bill Gates, too, like... It's just wild. That was right before Baba took their... Yeah, that was literally the reason Baba took a dump. That was like 80% of the reason Baba took their initial dump. And then the China news started coming out about how their economy was going to start gripping tighter on everything. And then the prices came down. Jack Ma missing was before all of that. Yeah, literally, wait for Kamala to win. This is like... that was literally their like... We need Biden to get in. We need to get better foreign trade deals. We need to have weaker foreign policy from the Westerns. From the Westerners.
What's funny is Biden kept Trump's China tariffs.
Yeah, he did.
So
It's like the one decent thing I think Joe Biden has done. Because I believe even he knew
yeah.
that would be stupid to take out of place. You want to ruin China, that's not the way to do it.
I'm surprised he didn't remove them and then re-implement and then take credit.
Oh, I don't, honestly, I just don't think Biden wants to say the word China out loud. I don't know if he can.
Yeah.
He's too busy saying Russia. Yeah, fuck the politics. That was pretty funny. Whoops. Dude, Tesla's looking crazy based on the chart I got in front of me.
When is that thing gonna break out? God damn.
This has got to be one of those charts that I have like such a hard time not trading. Because it's just so much fun to trade and it actually moves a lot.
It's gonna close a inside bar on the year.
What?
Tesla. Inside bar on the month too right now. But we're only 10 days in.
Damn, that was almost an OB. Oh wait, it kind of is. There's kind of an OB June, July, but not really. Or May, June, sorry. The low is barely outside that low. It's kind of trippy looking for IB OBs on the month. What the hell?
Yeah. You know what's a crazy chart is Nvidia's max yearly chart. Same with Apple.
What in the... Yeah, I mean, it looks crazy when you're looking
Yeah,
at the
change the
daily time
aggregation
frame.
to year.
Yeah, this
Isn't that
is
ridiculous?
Damn, it kind of makes you feel stupid being alive in 2015.
I know.
Kind of makes you feel stupid being alive in 2020 seeing this.
Literally. But then you have to think, well, what am I going to think in 2030 if I don't buy right now?
Oh, there ain't no way in hell. This is
I'm,
crazy.
I'm buying Nvidia. I'm done missing that.
This chart's making me sick.
They're
I'm
gonna,
getting off that.
it's gonna go to 500 and then they're gonna split again and be like, damn, why didn't I buy in 2024?
It's pronounced Jenna. What the hell, Dr. J? I should have seen the writing on the wall. Feel the same way looking at a lot of tickers. Just wishing I had started trading so long ago. No, it's okay to miss out on that. It's just like, it's mind-blowing to think about. It almost makes you think like, I'm never gonna miss this ever again. Like, no, you probably will, and it's also fine.
That's why back in, I think, March or April, I can't remember when it was, but Apple was like dipping down to 160s. And I was like, all right, everyone should just buy this. Like, I was calling for buys on shares back then.
What do you think
Now
of
it's hitting 240 almost.
What do you think of Daffy's post on AMD?
Oh, I haven't looked at AMD in a while.
Why do I have this chart just straight up named Lee? Oh, that's why. Never mind. I do that sometimes when if I see a gap, I'm just like, and I have a different chart, I'll just name it Lee.
You know what's interesting is if the daily closes like this, it's closing back below the all-time high from 2021. AMD.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I had that mapped out before I deleted everything.
It's 164.43. It's the only level I have drawn on that chart. Just had one line.
Tobias said 57.73 holding again. Yeah, they are holding on to those little lows right there. Open is still a resistance though. 57.78.38. Or, we just mark it. Mark the low. That's it. Yo, Yo, what do I have y'all listening to? This music sucks.
Is he in calls?
Tobias?
Yeah. Daffy on AMD. I was still looking at that chart.
I think he's in calls.
Looks like
Yes.
calls.
I think
Yeah.
I need to go look. I'm trying to
I
change
mean,
the
it's in a
music because
good
this is pretty
spot.
bad. Nope. 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 That is not a good one. Here we go. Is it
Speaking
playing?
of gap fibs, I don't know. I don't hear music because I have the stream muted.
Real.
But if you go back to AMD's daily chart,
Yes, sir.
draw that draw that gap fib from July 16th to July 17th.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a bearish engulfing rejecting that midpoint.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been posting this all week very heavily. This is my 2 days. I did this one this week and last week. I was telling people it's gonna go hit
That's
it with
clinging.
calls, and then I was telling people it's probably gonna slow down if it doesn't close over. But yeah, that honestly, I've just been abusing that gap fib shit. I used it for this chart for my 2 days. I don't think I did it for Amazon.
Just so simple.
It's the
Just
most
works.
simple thing, and it works almost every single time. If not every single, like I only even say that to not make it sound like a scam. You know, I don't even really know if I have seen a setup not work. You know, if it's not worked, it's most of the time been because of human error, not because of the chart.
Right.
It's like, what? Why are you trading calls? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Like, that was very stupid of you. Like, seeing that, you know, compared to the chart actually moving, like, you can look back and be like, okay, it's a very clean retest. And it happens almost every single time. And it's universal. It doesn't matter what time frame we're on. You can use this. No matter what time frame, you can draw that stuff.
I've just been being so lazy and just using that lately. If there's a gap, I'm looking at that.
That's fine, because it's probably the biggest high impact area. So you're going to get something out of it. Just got to be patient enough to catch it. But no, yeah, I was all over this fib too.
Oh yeah.
This shit was addicting to look at. It was so obvious. It was like, hello? Like, just draw that. Like, I think these are the three things I drew, and then we just kind of focused on some of the smaller time frame levels, but this was the gist of it. Kind of cool, you get both scenarios too. Longs got to eat, shorts got to eat. Shorts are really eating right now, as they're inside of another one. Which, let's just mark this for fun. Go to the small time frame.
Whoops. Well, look at that wick.
Oh, sorry.
On the day of the gap up, that candle's low.
Oh yeah, it like came down and held it perfectly. I think that was one of the days that we traded it. It was this one and this one, I think. Or this one and this one. I can't remember now. No, it was this one and this one. Because this was with Amazon. I can't remember.
I mean, that's just incredible. On the 5 minute, there's like the most perfect hammer right there at that level.
Look where the open is. Open hits that. Fails. The liquidation too, that thing we like to see where we get the new high made, and it feels probably in the moment like bulls are finally doing something, and then you get that breakdown, the like 2 candle retest that we always see on the lead test trades, and then just complete hell ensuing after.
That's clean.
Let's see that fib. Go from the high to the breakdown. It's a little off, but let's go ahead and redraw that. That's horrible. My OHLC's messing it up. There we go. Yeah, and doesn't this look like your trade Jedi a little bit? Template of it at least. You know, I don't have the EMAs or any of that on, but you can see the candlestick formation. Now this is insane too. That amount of movement.
Oh, Dr. J said there was some sort of event or something with AMD.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, the price action was beautiful.
They launched an AI chip.
Which that's another cool thing. Like, you really have a good impact area in front of you whenever a catalyst or news comes out, and it's still abiding by what you have in front of you.
Love that.
That's insane. Oh, it had to sell the event.
So
Damn.
yeah, I think Daffy's just looking at buying the dip at a good spot. Right, it
Which it's
basically filled that
which it's funny because
small gap
every time
earlier.
every time I try to discount one of his like setups, where I'm like, this is kind of in a risky area. I don't know. It ends up working out, so I'm just gonna shut up this time. Or maybe I should keep saying it won't work, or it's in a risky area, so it keeps working out for him.
Yeah, don't jinx him.
Yeah, I took the last two because of that level of thinking. I was like, man, F this. I was like, next time Daffy posts something, it just looks like, and I'm not in a good spot about it, I'm just going to take it anyway. And it worked out. Apple kicked ass, and he had a couple others kick ass too. Palantir for over 200%. I think it was almost 300%.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that Apple one when I think a couple hours after he posted it. I was like, I don't know, I don't see it. And then I see it like a few days later. He's like selling for 100%. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. When you get that feeling when it's like, it's Daffy, so you're not discounting him. You're just like, you as yourself, how you see setups. You're like, this is kind of risky, but I guess I could see a little bit. And then it works. You're like, what the fuck? Like, Daffy's just different about setups like that. Like, he's so good at like the hidden retests and stuff. Like, I'll never fathom that. That shit's amazing. And it's funny because you and me are the ones looking for the hidden retest too. Like, you're looking for the lead test, I'm looking for the lead test as well. And that's a hidden retest. Like, it really is. Unless you're looking for it, you don't know that that's a retest. And that's what he's so good at. He's so good at it, he's even faking us out. I don't know, Daffy. This isn't looking too hot.
The Apple one's clean for sure after it played out.
And then bro posts triple digit gains like in our faces. Like, did you guys catch that? Me crying inside. Yeah, man, I got it. Nah, Daffy's good. I like watching and playing with Daffy's trades. What's up, Rumi? I don't know if you're new or not, but welcome. Welcome, Vanessa. I just saw you joined the Discord as well. The call.
What I want to see is the Fed announce another rate cut, so my Upstart shares can just launch.
This man. Oh wow, that chart looks hell of a lot better.
What are those up now?
Wow, you know what's crazy? Like, the daily looks like it's like so extended, but then you go to the monthly and you're like, it hasn't really even got off the ground yet.
It's just getting ready. I'm up 76% on those.
Oh my god. I hope you get that 69 touch.
Like around 20.
Or what is this?
Something like that.
Yeah, 68.
24.
67, 50, 68. Give us that. Give Leland that. Just that at least.
Yeah, send that back to 400.
Yeah, I was giving like a modest 400 to the moon. I want my tendies.
Have you seen that? There's this like during COVID, there was this news interview of some guy talking about Upstart. He's like, it's a really great company. I could see this pushing to whatever price. And then the guy interviewing him goes, what does Upstart do? And he's like, you're breaking up. I gotta go. That's so funny. He had no clue what they do. He just was like, oh, this is a really great stock.
I'm willing to invest all my life worth into this. Wait, what does Upstart even really do?
He had no idea. It's hilarious.
I remember that was the same conversation for Carvana. I remember a lot of people would be like, bro, I love Carvana. And then I'd ask people, I'd be like, what do you think they do? And then they'd be like, yeah, I don't know actually. What does Carvana do? I thought they just like rent out cars to people. And then you look and it's like a hell of a lot more than that. I mean, it is mostly renting cars, but
I'm gonna post it in trade floor.
So funny though. Oh my god, please tell me this is funny. Wait, hold up. I gotta.
And the price is like at the top too. That's the funniest part. $392.
Hold up, YouTube stream. I'm gonna.
Oh, hold up. I gotta pause the music. Hold up. I'm running production today. Wait, Leland, can you say one thing?
Hello?
Okay, that's still working. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Alright. Alright, YouTube, you ready? Start this over. I love when the like graphic quality of the video is this, like from this era, because you know you're about to get something really good.
Putting money in right now include Upstart. That is one.
So, well, Upstart's up about 25% just in 4 days. That's a good-looking name. Very powerful, very strong earnings. These stocks are.
What do they do? I don't even know.
Bro, 392?
What do they do?
Excuse me.
What does Upstart do?
Well, I'm sorry.
What kind of company is it?
Yeah, I'm not. You're breaking up. Strong earnings. These stocks are.
What do they do?
Really
I don't even know them. What do they do?
Excuse me.
What does Upstart do?
Well,
It's so funny.
I'm sorry.
Bro, he's clearly not breaking up. Like, what? I gotta read the comments. This is one of those videos where you gotta read the comments. Upstart was down 80% 6 months after this clown pumping on TV. Damn, that's a good sign, though. If you guys ever see this man go out in front of television, start shorting whatever he's talking about. That's a good-looking name, very powerful and very strong earnings. Other than fumbling the question badly about what the company does, that happened to be the very top in the stock, which proceeded to tumble from $400 down to $12. Pure gold reminds me of my old days as a telemarketer. When I didn't know the answer to a question, I would put them on hold. Oh my god, I gotta see that one more time. That was pretty funny.
Tobias said he ruined the whole
I don't even
thing.
know them. What do they do?
Crashed the market
What
entirely.
does Upstart do?
Well, I'm
Yo, shout out to whoever this like guy is asking him this question. He genuinely sounded like aggravated. Like, can you tell me what they do?
He probably didn't know either.
Shout out to that guy. Alright, music's back on. Shut up now. Not you.
Yes, sir.
The way that looked, I was like, damn, am I about to watch that CLF CEO? Because that's like the same like graphic quality and colors and everything. That was pretty
Oh
funny,
my
though.
god, I didn't order my food. Just sitting in the cart still.
What's up? You got other funny videos I can watch?
I don't know, anything with Jim Cramer in it, probably.
Nah, I'm over the Jim Cramer humor now. Honestly, that shit's boring now.
Yeah.
I was kind of over it when Unusual Whales came out with an inverse Kramer tracker. It's like, okay. I think we're getting a little out of hand with this now. Like, yes, I understand a lot of his picks are wrong, but dear Christ, people, this is literally his job. He is literally a shill. He's literally invented by bigger money to do that. Like, that was his whole persona. That was the whole joke. It's not a joke, but it's a joke. But everyone took it so
Yeah, it's
serious,
like
it's like not even funny anymore.
He's wrong on purpose.
It's like, okay. Honestly, every time I see CRM, I think of Kramer. I probably stopped trading CRM because of it. I'm just kidding.
When I think of him, I think of Netflix and Meta.
What does UPST even do, though, you know?
What do they do? I don't know, you're breaking up.
Oh my god, look at Workhorse, bro. I was thinking of companies from back then. Oh my god. WKHS.
Yikes.
My bad, Tobias. What was the date of that interview? He said, dude, look at the SPX chart at the date of that interview. He ruined the whole thing. The Fed was like, rate hike. Oh, was he the rate hike day?
Yeah.
No way.
Damn.
What is that, like back here? I'm pretty sure that's this head and shoulders right here. The next one? Oh, he was the lower high of the hell. He started the doomsday, dude. That's crazy. I didn't even realize the dating on that. What a bum. Speaking of bums, how's Blink doing? BLNK.
But to really answer your question, Upstart's like a lending platform. They use like AI to instant approve or deny you for loans or
Yeah.
a loan rate,
Yeah, sorry, it's
and
cutting
then
out.
show you a bunch of loans from other banks.
Did you really just explain
Breaking
that
up.
to me and have AI in the description still?
Yeah.
Damn, the future's really fucked. Nah, see, they like utilize like GPT and shit, and like get the optimized
And then
lending programs out.
Carvana is like buying cars but with AI.
Bro, if I ever hear Kramer AI, I'm quitting all of this. I'm done streaming. Which actually, there is a not an AI, it's a manual thing like scripting. There is a thing that's already doing that with Nancy
Wow,
and
Carvana's
Kramer.
at 190.
Yeah,
What
no,
the
that one's up crazy, bro. I don't understand that one. I think once people look at their financial sheets, they'll be like, "Oh wait, why is this up?"
I thought that's why it went down to $4.
That's why it's gonna go back down to $4.
That's the craziest rounding bottom move.
Probably one of the craziest. Yeah, I would put it up there now. I before I had that one ticker, I can't remember it, but I would put that up there. Rounding bottoms are so rare and so strong to look at, but you don't ever see them on good companies, I should say. So it's kind of wild when you saw it on Carvana. Fair enough. They did sell off a lot of shit, and they had a revenue increase. So I guess they did make more money. I'm still not a believer, though. I've literally seen how much it makes. I've literally seen how much it costs to make one of those buildings. It's just not feasible. The plumbing
What,
alone
like
in one of those
their
buildings
elevator
is,
building things?
yeah, the elevator building things. Those are very expensive to make. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. It looks cool, but that's about it. It's definitely not cost effective.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know, bro. The plumbing and like the drain alone, when I was doing it, it was like over $1 million, and that was just my part of the bid. That wasn't even electrical. That wasn't HVAC. That wasn't the building itself. That's a lot of money for one fucking building. Excuse my language. So I don't know if Carvana gets a revenue increase and they are kind of deleting a little bit of whatever they had. That's fine, but I just think that's like you're just delaying the inevitable.
Seems like it'd just be cheaper to build a regular parking garage.
Sounds like it'd be cheaper to just like, I don't know, Uber. Like, I don't even know why Carvana is even in the market, to be honest. I'm not even a hater. I genuinely just don't understand. They weren't making money before. They're not going to make money in the future. What's going to change? The landscape hasn't changed, so why would anything change on that front? If anything, I would say people use that stuff even less now than they used to. You know, renting cars, all that good stuff, having a car just ready to go, buying a car straight up from them, which I think you could do now.
From Uber?
From Carvana.
Oh, I thought that's what they were. I thought they were a car dealership.
Well, it's that, but also like you can rent now. You can do like other things now. So I think that's like
Oh, you can rent.
I think that's a
Okay.
really big deal. Well, not at all of them. There's certain ones you have to go to get a rentable one where they'll just drop you off. But it's like a huge ordeal. It's not like going to rent a car. You just sign a couple things and you're gone, right? I think these are a little bit more
Yeah.
in depth. But Carvana is crazy though. Tobias just said, I'm going to buy a lotto again, target 5780. And then he said, nope, LOL.
See, dude, look at this. This is crazy. Go to SPX with that gap fib again, with the negative 100% extension.
So do you want me to draw backwards or do you want me to keep going down?
Just from like close close to open.
Oh, okay, that's what you're gonna show me. Holy, I didn't even notice that the first time I drew it. I just instantly tunnel vision this.
Like, look at that wick
But
just
yeah,
now.
making it down all the way to that again. I was telling people earlier too, these are really good. I honestly, I tell everybody every stream, these are really good extra targets in case you don't have a level, or if you don't have like a zone you might have had drawn from something else. Like, this is another great method that is very high probability, and it's like a calculated target of what you're actually drawing too, so it's kind of cool. Which again, Leland is the person who showed me this. Everybody, it's not some special magic trick I pulled out of my magic book. I didn't implement the gap fib or fib extensions until Leland came around.
It's crazy.
Yeah, do you remember when somebody, I'm not going to name names, but you remember when somebody tried to tell you fibs don't work? Which was pretty funny.
But they don't, bro. It's just luck. Just a coincidence.
Oh, Dr. J having probably the best point out of all my ranting. He said, Upstart and Carvana are sell on credit. So he says they are extra sensitive to rate changes, which that makes a hell of a lot more sense. I'm just stupid. They go up on rate cuts like a lot. Fibs don't work.
I didn't even think about that with
I didn't either.
Carvana.
This is why smart people like Dr. J exist. To correct us idiots. No one makes money off it. Yeah, dude, literally nobody. It's funny because the same people I've seen say fibs don't work are now part of the popular crowd posting fibs. And posting them incorrectly, I might add. Which I'm totally fine with.
They didn't get it.
I love that people are drawing fibs incorrectly, dude, because it's like, yes. Yeah, buy calls there. Yeah. Yeah, be my liquidity. I love that, dude. I love that fibs are taught incorrectly in a popular way. I love that. For us. Because we defended fibs when they weren't even popular, dude. People were really, like, hating on them for no reason. But you know what would blow my mind, though? Around the same times we were getting hate for fibs, ICT and all that shit was blowing up. And it's funny because all that shit, I could literally draw up with one fib. I could draw one fib and I get most of those zones that they draw, those fair value gaps. Like, that's not anything special. It's just basic supply and demand. I'm not hating on ICT. I hate that people are hating on ICT. I think that's pretty stupid. But it's just like, it blows my mind. Like, people will blow up over that. But fibs have been around for fucking ever. Like, I don't understand it.
We were talking about the 50% control point.
Yeah, I had a stupid name
for years.
Exactly. We had stupid names for fibs for the longest time, bro. Yeah, the honey pocket or whatever the hell, whatever we called it, and then the
honey hole.
Yeah, the honey hole, and then the CP, the control point, which is just a fancy way of saying the 50% of a fib. Like, we were going over this shit when it was not popular at all. Like, people hated on this stuff, and now everyone's using it, and it's all incorrect. It's hilarious. And I'm not saying we're the only people in the world who use this. There's plenty of people who use fibs correctly.
Yeah. And most people, I feel like, that we're using fibs, we're using them on, like, huge time frames.
And they were marking, guess what? Big moves. They weren't marking gaps or, missing parts of charts to find the in-between, the hidden information, right? Anybody can find a double top or a triple top. Any jackass can find that, right? But somebody who actually has passion about growing and passion about reading the chart correctly is going to be looking for that hidden information. And that's honestly where a lot of Leland's information comes from. It's hidden information. Because, like, to you and me, it's visible because we look at the shit every day. So it's obvious. We're like, oh, duh, why wouldn't I see that? Normal people don't think like that, though. They haven't gone through all this stuff and looked at this stuff like that. They don't know that there's a fib there. They don't know that if you draw a fib between an open and a close of a gap, guess what? There's a hidden range there that no one's looking at. Where almost every
I haven't seen anybody else talk about that.
Where almost every single move comes from, too. Like, guess what? If we gap up, eventually we are going to test that gap fib, and there is going to be a play made in between the gap while everybody is sitting there waiting for it to just fill the gap. That's a lot of sideline liquidity while you're able to trade the chart with the big money. It's crazy to me that people don't see it. Now, in our chat, it's fine, but, like, outside of it, it's wild to me. It's so like.
I love seeing
there.
people in chat posting those
I do too.
before
so
I even
ridiculous.
do. I'm like, hell yeah. People be using it.
They better. With how many times we've looked at it and it just blows our minds, like our chat better be using it. Because it is insane, and it's unique as hell, and it feels good. It feels good to trade off that area. You get good movement off of it, clean price action. I don't ever feel like I'm fighting myself on those types of trades. I feel like I'm fighting my patience to get to those trades more than I am actually fighting against those trades I'm taking from that area, if that makes sense. Like, if you could just have the mental stability to focus on just trading off those areas like you were saying earlier, you'll have a lot better time trading.
That's another good level, Dr. J. The previous day midpoint.
Oh wait, I'm so stupid, bro. He said previous day midpoint. I'm over here going from open to. I was about to go open and close during the day. I'm so lost right now. All right, I'm gonna add this, but I'm gonna color it because I want to remember that this is not a level that I would keep on that long. There we go. Wow, that's crazy how that lines up. Yeah, the 50% of previous day.
Fighting it right now.
I don't know. It's so clean. You can see really clean opportunity coming away from levels, bouncing off of levels. So eventually, once you get the eye for it, you get more reps in. You have more confidence to take some of those trades. I'm excited to take another swing trade, but I can't do anything yet. I gotta wait. I've got to.
Why? Is there news tomorrow?
Yeah, we got PPI tomorrow.
What the hell is that?
Producer price index.
Just kidding.
Oh. I was like, no way. No, it is 100%. Vanessa, you just broke down ICT. That is exactly what ICT is. It's regurgitated info with different terms, and they try to make it more complex. It's so stupid. That's why I don't hate on the system, because it's at least the regurgitated info is good compared to others. But no, that's pretty accurate. And it's kind of annoying because I've had people from this chat know what they know about the system, the pre-market highs, the previous days, and they even have gone to ICT and fair value gap. It's like, bro, you were already trading this. Like, it's just a different term. Don't trick yourself.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't even notice it until Leland had pointed it out to me. I really didn't care to look. I didn't even care. I'm focused on my own system, but he went to look at it and it was just like, wait, this is what we do. What the hell? Yes, the terms are different. Yes, the order of operations is a little bit different. The methodology is a little bit different, but it's still the exact same shit. So I thought that was always funny.
It's like most of the time an important FVG or whatever would just line up with a level that we already had or a fib that we're already drawing. So I'm like, I don't really need to mark this.
Yeah, they'll
twice.
be like, dude, look at
Just
this.
wasting my own time.
They're like, you wouldn't have had this support unless you had a fair value gap. It's like, okay. Okay, dude. Like any other jackass would be like, well, dude, that's a high or low. I'm marking that. Right? It's like, bam, high or low. I don't need a crazy fancy term to have that level there. You don't have to try to pretend to be smart to have good levels. You can just be yourself. It's cool. Not asking for all that. That's why I'm like super happy when I read our chat, because I'll be like, damn, how does this like guy making like thousands of dollars off of people like get away with this? And then I go to our chat, I'm like, wow, look at how badass all of our little traders are. It's nice. It's a good fresh breath of fresh air, I should say.
Hell yeah, brother. That's quite a watch list you got there. God damn.
This is a Sherman watch list, if you'd like to know. Sherman is the person who probably has more tickers in a watch list than anybody here combined. So
Yeah.
it's Sherman inspired. So it starts off as weights. You do all your weights first, and then you start to add just a bunch of shit after that. So There is like a method to this. It's weighting, and then it's randomness. So you can add things you want to look at. Like, I don't think I care about McDonald's as a weight, but I love to look at
Oh,
McDonald's
it's in
to
a
potentially
particular
trade it.
order.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Well, it was. It's all messed up now. It was set up to where all the weights were in the correct order, and then these were set up to where they were like priority. Like I had them priority of like which ones I liked the most. But it's all messed up now. And I don't feel like fixing it because it's a lot of tickers, so kind of pointless to do all that hard work when they move around so much.
Yeah.
But it was the idea was nice though for a while, because I feel like in the beginning, if you're gonna make a watch list, like your first time doing it, you should do exactly what I did. You should do the indexes. You should do, the indices. You should do the indices, and then you should do the weights of those, and then you should do just whatever the hell you want after that. Add some shit that isn't an important weight that you like to look at. I don't really care about. What's one down here? Like CLF. It's not an important weight, but I love looking at Cleveland Cliffs. It's a great stock. It moves a lot. So, of course, I'm going to have it on my watch list. But I think it's a good way to have that set up because it reminds you, oh, tech is up. Or, like right now, you'd know some of the tech weights, the top two actually, or two of the top three are down. One is up. XLY, Amazon is up. Tesla is up. Nice. So you don't even really need your sectors if you could just remember that, too. I mean, I'm pretty good about it, but only for the top, 6 or 7 weights. I'm not going to remember past that because beyond that, they're less than like 0.5% of the actual indice or whatever. So there's just no point in looking at that.
You want to see my watch list?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll post it in the trade floor.
This man. I knew it was gonna be some like joke or it was like VIX only or something, but I like you have VIX on top.
I don't know why I have QQQ on there still. I never look at it.
I never look at triple Q either. I always feel inclined to post it in chat, and then I see no one react to it. I'm like, fine, yeah, no, you know what? They're right. I don't care about it either.
I just deleted it.
I'd rather just look at XLK. If I care about looking at how strong tech is, I'm just gonna go look at XLK. I don't see the point looking at triple Q. Triple Q is so diluted. It's got a lot of other weights that aren't so tech, if you know what I mean. It's not pure blood like we like to talk about. So when I see this,
To be honest, I don't really.
I know that Apple and Microsoft are going down. When I see this chart, I don't know that when I see QQQ because it's not just Apple and Microsoft. There's a lot of
Yeah,
them.
fair.
And I'm using those as examples. There's probably smaller weights that are better examples. This man really got VIX on top. That's crazy. Nvidia, Tesla, Apple. That's it.
And I was gonna say I don't even look at those. I just have them there to like
Out of respect.
look whether they're up or down. Yeah, out of respect. And plus, I own shares, so I'm like I might as well have them on there.
One of the oldest jokes in this chat was always Tesla, Apple, Tesla, Apple, Tesla, Apple. Like, don't buy anything else. You touch anything
I
else
think-
and it's crazy.
Does John still have his
Yeah.
profile as like want financial advice? Buy Tesla or something like that?
Oh, I don't know if it's still that or not, but yeah, it definitely was that for a long time. It's like, just look at these two. And then since
Oh yeah,
then,
here,
Tesla's
want free
split
trading
twice.
advice. Long Apple and Tesla.
That's it. Robo taxis. What ticker is that affecting? Is there a robo taxi stock? Oh, Tesla. What is that? Is it coming out? Oh, the event is tomorrow. I see what you said. My bad. Looks so good for a swing, but now I guess I can't.
Trump gets elected, Tesla to the moon.
Bro, if he says AI or robotaxi, I don't know. You gotta remember the Tesla crowd is so like popular and around that they're probably gonna ruin any good news that comes out. They're gonna be like buy, 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 and of course market makers will be like nope, nope, nope. Short, short,
Yeah.
short. But who knows? If it's really good news, it probably will just launch it like Nvidia or some shit. That sucks too, because that chart looks so damn good. But that makes more sense that they have that news coming now. Because I was gonna say like this feels like something's coming, but That makes more sense now. So now this chart's set up to where it could gap up and then also go back down and ruin both sides of the trade. This is actually in a perfect spot for that exact kind of trade, which is great because if we're patient enough, we could catch a second higher low, and that would be higher probability if it doesn't just, moon. So that one's still in the playbook, regardless of news.
Oh, you want to see something sad?
Depends what your definition of sad is.
BNGO.
Stop. Nah, bro. This was one that even I bought into the hype on. I'm not even trying to act like I was smart. Nuh-uh. I lost money on this, but I know people personally who had like 10,000 plus shares of this shit at like a couple bucks a share. And I just, oh my god.
They're still holding.
And they're probably still holding. I wouldn't doubt it. This had to be genomics, bro. This whole sector, genomics, however the hell you want to pronounce that. This had to be the most hyped up, forward-thinking Kathy Wood bullshit I had ever heard in my life. The genome sector was just insane. If you guys were around for that, that was pretty wild. This was like kind of right before SPACs honestly started blowing up. I'd say genomes, 3D printing, a few other sectors started becoming a little bit more popular due to just kind of people thinking ahead, trying to think like, oh, what's the next market? What's the next breakout? And by doing so too quickly, it honestly ruined those charts. Yeah, CRISPR, there you go. See, you were around, Vanessa. That was like, I forgot about that one too. CRSPR. Robotaxis today after close around 5 p.m. DJT moved way better than SPY today. Hey, what's up, Jerry? How you doing? Why don't you have a roll? I thought you have a roll. Did you lose it somehow? Alright, well, good to know on that, though. I didn't even know that. And I haven't even been checking the Dow, to be honest. Probably should do that more. Oh, they're just squeezed. It honestly looks just like SPY. It's like not as much squeezing, but the same pulled up inside bar type candle on the right. Kind of just in an awkward spot for more news to come out. This is exactly what we kind of talked about in the past 2 days of streaming. Just probably seeing some more awkward time frames for those, just because it's the overall market and there's expected news coming out. Also, I want to point out, where's VIX at?
Above 14.
I'd like to add that VIX has cooled off during all this at the same time as SPY, which, again, this is kind of like a forward-looking volatility indicator. You really shouldn't be looking at this to, like, inverse the market. It is, I think the number's like 70 or 65% of the time. It is an inverse of the market, but not in a way that you should be trying to trade off of it, if that makes sense. So this is just honestly, I need to do a whole video on this again, but it's honestly just looking at forward expectations based on options market. That's why it's the SIBO market volatility. But overall, basically we're just able to see, like, based on this, how much movement can the market get? Now that's plus or minus. It's not, oh, if this is up, it's definitely going up 20% this month. No, that's not going to happen. It's 20% as in it could go up or down that much, which means like it could just go flat. But if it goes up and down really big in one big move, that also equals the 20. So also remember, guys, these are not dollars. These are percentages. I just want to remind everybody. It's not $21. It's not $22. It's not $23. It's 23%, 22%, 20%, 18%.
How do I buy VIX with percents?
You don't. How do... God, if this was anybody else but Leland saying these things, I think I'd lose my mind. No, Donald. No, he was saying the Dow DJT. He's looking at the. Oh no, my bad. I thought he meant the Dow. My bad. He really did mean DJT. I honestly thought you typed that wrong and meant the Dow. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Okay.
Oh yeah, DJT is Truth Social. Truth Social. Right?
Could
Isn't that what
Middle
it
East
is?
tensions push oil prices above $100 a barrel?
Great.
Probably. Can you believe it's been this long since we talked about this like big increase over here? Like it's been a long time. Oh wait, not that one. I'm thinking of a different one. Sorry, this one. I was like, hold up, that's not right. 2022. That's wild. We've just been cooling off from the highs of the Ukraine invasion. That's what this spike
Yeah.
is. It's the Ukrainian invasion. It's the Middle East going to shit. It's the Far East going to shit. This is just the cool off of that. In the past 2 years. Isn't that crazy, man? That's wild. And if more is
Getting
about
ready
to
for the
happen,
next one.
and think about this, so that means the landscape hasn't changed since the invasion, and things are about to get worse with everything else going on. Like, probably is going to go up more, but I think it's such an obvious crowded trade, I don't really care about it. I think I would rather prefer like what Daffy's doing, going and looking at individual tickers within that sector, not just looking at like oil futures or like main oil ETFs. Welcome, whoever did that. Can you post a link to your previous VIX video? I did a search but cannot find it. I think it's just a description. I don't have a video. I think it's a description in the educational section. That's why I need to do probably do a video. I just haven't really been big on getting people to look at VIX because I just like it's a helpful gauge, you know, but it's not something that's going to get you into a trade. So it isn't that high priority of an item to learn, to be honest with you. The majority of people that tell you about VIX or know VIX don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just think of VIX as a forward-looking gauge, because that's exactly what it is. It's using all of the options market, it's calculating it, and it's realizing, okay, in a year from now we could move 20%. But that doesn't mean we could move up 20%. That means we could move up or down 20%. It's expecting in the next month or next year, whatever calculation you're doing. If you do the number and then divide it by 12, you could do by month. If you just do it by that, you could just do it by year. But either way, it gets you a number, and it's a percent. They're all percentages. That's what VIX is. That's why I was saying that earlier. Like when you're looking at this isn't $21.22. This is 21.22%. These are all percents on the right. These are not dollars. But that's why I don't go over it too much, because it's a forward-looking gauge. It's really not much more than that. Unless you understand the mathematics behind it, you just really aren't going to be using it. And even with understanding how it works, I still don't care to use it. So it's nice to remember, like, oh, guys, VIX is at 60. Like, okay, that's pretty notable. But I'm just not going to look at this too much and try to actually apply it to an actual trade, if that makes sense. So that's the reason I don't go over it too much. And I just, it's widely taught wrong. So I just don't like to go over it. Not part of my trading routine. But it is very nice when you look at it and you're like, oh, it's at 40. And then you go look at SPY and you're like, oh, SPY is also up. Okay, well, it's expecting SPY to move more then. But that's not always the case. Again, I'll do a video where you know what? I'll just find a video, honestly. I don't need to make a video. I'm pretty sure this one guy I used to watch has a perfect explanation on this. Maybe we could watch it together. Let me find it first, actually. I was about to just pull up YouTube and try to find it. I think his name even has volatility in his name.
You can't escape the...
Wait, I think I found him. Now I just gotta find the video. Oh, here it is. Bam, I'm on it right now, dude. Alright, pausing the music. Dropping the link to anybody who might want it. I need to fix the audio in OBS. And here we go. Let's watch this together. Which, I need to drop a like on this video because this guy's a genius. I'm not even subscribed either. But this is the only video I think I've ever seen that actually covers this, and I'm honestly too lazy to make this video, and I just don't see the point in copying this man. So I am just going to give him his credit, because this is exactly how I would cover VIX, how he is about to cover it. It's forward looking. It's forward expectations. It has nothing to do with everything you've learned about VIX. Everybody's always like, it's the fear indicator, and that is true, and you'll see exactly why it's called the fear indicator. But let's watch this together. If you guys are on Discord, join YouTube to watch with us, or click it on your own and sync with me. I just started it. But this right here, best explanation, only explanation you'll ever need on
During this latest
VIX.
stock market crash, a lot of people out there, including myself, were talking about how the VIX index was relatively calm considering the magnitude of the move that we saw in the S&P 500. You know, down 20% in a relatively short period of time. Typically, we would have seen the VIX index much higher than it actually got. Now, I talk about the VIX index a lot, and it's probably one of the most quoted volatility metrics out there. But recently, it also occurred to me that many people may not actually know what it is, but they may also not want to really ask about it because, you know, maybe out of embarrassment. It's like back in school. Maybe you're in physics class and the professor's up talking about, you know, planetary rotation and orbits and gravitational pulls, Newton's laws. Nobody wants to put up their hand and say, you know, okay, great, I understand all of that, but what's a planet? You know, nobody wants to go back to the very beginning and ask those basic questions out of embarrassment or whatever. But the thing that we learn is the chances are pretty good. If you have a question, then other people are wondering the same thing. So today I thought I would do everybody a solid, not make you ask for that. I do talk about it pretty much every day, and at this point, people probably don't want to say, well, you know, by the way, I don't really know what this is. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it, and I want to cover a couple of basic points. The first is, what is the VIX index? I'm going to actually explain what it is. And then secondly, what do those VIX values actually mean? So first of all, we're going to start with a basic definition. So the VIX index, more properly known as the CBOE Volatility Index. CBOE stands for Chicago Board Options Exchange. And a basic definition is as follows.
Read this. Calculated based on a strip of S&P 500 options, the VIX index measures within one standard deviation the forward one-year expected movement of the S&P 500. Read that last part. The forward one-year expected movement of the S&P 500. You'll get calculations on this soon.
Calculated based on a strip of S&P 500 options, the VIX index measures within one standard deviation the forward one-year expected movement of the S&P 500. So that's really all it is. For all of the mention in financial blogs and the financial media out there, it's really just a representation of forward expected returns on the S&P 500 based on market activity in the options market.
Yes,
now,
Vanessa.
one thing you may have heard several times about the VIX, oftentimes it is called the fear index. And the basic reasoning for that is most of the option activity on the S&P 500, at least the hedging activity, is on the put side, on the downside, people protecting portfolios against a significant drop in market value. So typically we see more action on the hedging put side rather than the speculation call side. And this is one of the points that I really want to hammer home, because fear index gives people the wrong impression.
Thank you.
It leads people to believe that it is actually an inverse relationship.
Preach.
Here, where if the S&P 500 is crashing, the VIX spikes up, and if the S&P 500 is calm, that must mean the VIX is very low.
Preach.
When in actual fact, you can look at this definition, and there's no upward or...
And this is honestly a huge reason why today you saw me mention this. The very beginning of today, I think it was like the first 10 minutes of me talking, I said, wow, VIX is kind of just chilling in the same spot still. Telling me that this is calm. Telling me that, okay, this is also added confirmation that we understand news is coming. So the fact that this is calm is also telling me, okay, there's something coming. That I just don't need to be in the chart. I don't need to be in it. We're chilling.
Downward bias anywhere in this. The VIX index is completely directionless. It is only measuring forward expected movement, plus
Preach.
or minus, and that is very important. Now, it is true that the correlation between the VIX index and the S&P 500 is negative. So
Oh,
what
I
we're
was
looking at
close.
here
What did I
is
say
the
earlier?
rolling correlation
I said 65 or 70%. I was off, but I was right on it.
between VIX
69.7.
and SPX. SPX is the S&P 500 index, and this goes all the way back to 1990. So the long-term rolling correlation is about minus 70%. Remember, correlation doesn't imply.
How could you have not
negativity. It
guessed
simply means,
69?
look, if one of
I
them
don't know,
is
bro.
going
I'm
up,
fucking
if there's a
stupid.
negative correlation like we see here, it typically means the other one is going down, and that happens about 70% of the time. But it is valuable to know that that's not necessarily the case. There are many periods, especially on a shorter time frame, where both of them move in tandem. The VIX and the S&P 500 can both go up, or they can both go down at the same time. If we break this down into just a 5-day chart, it's a little bit messy to look at, but you can see that here, that the correlations are here on the left, and while the long-term average may be about minus 70 on this bottom line, you can see that there are several periods on a 5-day window where correlations are nearing 100% positive. So that would mean that every day the S&P was going up, the VIX was also going up, or vice versa, both of them going down every day for a 5-day period. And that happens quite often over history. One of the more pronounced examples of this that I like to show people is back in the late 90s when the S&P 500 was raging higher. This is the dot-com boom where pretty much everything was going straight up.
Oh, this is a
You can see
good
the
one.
performance here. 1997 up 33%, 98 it was up 28, 1999 it was up 21%.
Jesus
very
Christ.
consistent, very strong performance.
Easiest trading of
So
their
if the
lives.
VIX index is the fear index, and we are looking at a period where the S&P 500 is very smooth and performing very well, then most people will be under the impression that the VIX must have been very low during this period. Maybe something similar to like we saw in 2016 and 2017.
Get out of here.
Very good stock performance, very low drawdowns, and a VIX extremely low, historically low. But actually what we see, I've got a chart here showing all of the VIX index
Wow.
mean value.
The VIX isn't down at all. That's crazy. It's actually up with the market.
This is the average for the whole year. And you can see I've highlighted 97 to 99. The VIX index was actually averaging...
Dude, look how much higher the volatility is compared to 2018. Holy crap. We're an entire increment down. Almost 2.
values
That is
around
so much.
24 during that period. So much for the fear index, right? Those are some of the highest
Look
values
at
we
2008.
saw on an average level, and yet the S&P 500 was performing extremely well. In fact, the annual returns for these 3 years were substantially better than the previous 3 years that we've seen recently, from 2016 to 2018. Yet the VIX
All right, I'll just shut
recently is
up.
far
Keep
lower
saying
than
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
back then. 2018 was a negative year for stocks, and still the VIX index had a mean of 16.64. That's below the historical average, and way below these values that we saw at the tail end of the dot-com run-up. So it's really important to understand that stable markets doesn't necessarily mean a low VIX. And the reason is because let's say you were trading volatility products, right? You were trying to trade VXX or UVXY, and you're using your typical S&P 500 technical analysis. You're looking at moving averages, everything looks fine, very low drawdowns, it's very consistent. Maybe you've got your MACD and your Bollinger Bands, whatever it is people are accustomed to using. But that might actually work in some environments. Like in 2017, for example, it would have worked very well. But it's not necessarily going to work in all environments. And like I showed, from 97 to 99, it perhaps may not have. And this actually applies to all areas of the market as well. It's very important to understand what the metrics actually mean, because in stable markets, when everything is cooperating and all of the correlations and all of your indicators, everything's behaving normally, well, anybody can perform well in that environment. As they say, everybody's a genius in a bull
Preach.
market. But as soon as the market throws you a curveball and
Hold up, we're already listening to that part because I personally felt this as a Discord group owner before the market rallies started happening for like literally a year and a half, 2 years straight. I remember it was like my group and there was like maybe like 6, 7 other groups that I was aware of. There really wasn't like that many marketed groups, right? And I mean around my size. There was of course Atlas like all the time. That was always around. And they were always pretty big. But even they only had like 15,000 members at the time. I remember that to the detail. And I remember it was my group and like a few others that I was aware of. And that was pretty much it, right? As soon as the bull market started happening, as soon as it was over, like, I mean, I'm not joking. You literally could have bought anything, held it, not knowing that it was going to, I mean, you didn't know at the time that it was going to keep going up. But it was easier trading is what I'm trying to get at. And this made so many Discord groups pop up. This made so many... what are the other apps? I don't even remember the other. Telegram and whatever the little text group app is. All that stuff. it started coming out like crazy. Like everybody and their grandma had a group, and it was just wild. And this comment is exactly why. This comment that he makes is exactly why.
All environments. And like I showed, from 97 to 99, it perhaps may not have. And this actually applies to all areas of the market as well. It's very important to understand what the metrics actually mean, because in stable markets, when everything is cooperating and all of the correlations and all of your indicators, everything's behaving normally, well, anybody can perform well in that environment. As they say, everybody's a genius in a bull market. But as soon as the market throws you a curveball and does something unexpected, that's when not understanding what the metrics truly meant could actually be financially costly. So, long story short, basically that's what the VIX index is.
I like this guy.
Most important thing to understand is that it is non-directional. It is just a forward expectation of market movement based on options activity. And like I said, it's plus or minus. So keep that in.
Can we just all quickly like look in the background behind this man? I know I keep pausing the video, but I mean, where the hell is this? He's like, this dude's like sitting in like a probably like $50 million building for all we know.
Numbers actually mean. So I'm gonna pull up Thinkorswim here. Check out the VIX index
here we go.
now, and you can see right now it's trading at 1950. Just for simplicity today, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's trading at 20. So great, the VIX is 20, but 21.
Listen to this
what
part,
does that
guys.
20
I'm not gonna
number
pause it.
actually mean? So in the case of the VIX, the 20 is actually a percentage. Some people think it's a price, maybe it's $20.
Preach.
It's actually 20%.
Preach.
And I've got a little slide here that should clear that up.
Preach. This is what I wanted you guys to see.
So
all
remember,
right,
the VIX
I will.
value is the market's
pause it after.
expectation for 1 year S&P 500 movement. So for example, like I said, I'm going to use 20 today.
20.
A VIX of 20 means the market expects the S&P 500 to move plus or minus 20% over the next 1 year. If we want to know what the forward 1 month expectation is, we can actually take the value of the VIX index, which in this case...
So his 20, he's taking his 20, and because this is already describing the whole year, the number already is the year. But what if you want to know for the month? Well, how many months are in a year? 12. How many weeks are in a year? 52. How many days are in a tradable year? 252. So that's why he's getting this down to the day, to the week, to the month. And it's all starting from the beginning number, 20, which it is like 19 something on his chart, but he rounded it up to 20 just to kind of give us an easier example. But that's the math behind it. Like, it already is the year of expected. You're already seeing over from a year from now, this is what it's expecting market movement-wise by percent. And then, of course, you could figure out the percent math by seeing the price of the chart, of course. And then, of course, divided by 12 for the months, divided by 52 for the weeks, 252 for the tradable days of the year.
Base is 20, and we can divide by the square root of 12, representing 12 months in the year. And that square root is 3.46. So the VIX of 20 divided by 3.46, that means the market expects the S&P 500 to move plus or minus 5.78% over the next 1 month. We can also go down to 1 week and use the square root of 52, which is 7.21. And in that case, the market expects S&P to move plus or minus 2.77%. You can do this over any time frame. So what typically people do is 1 day.
Sweden.
Now, it is important to remember that the VIX calculation is a calendar calculation. It's not actually trading days. But when I go down to 1 day, I do typically use trading days, which on average there's 252 of them. So the square root of 252 is 15.87. A VIX of 20 implies that the forward expected movement of the S&P 500 is plus or minus 1.26% per day, per trading day. Now, I've got a quick chart here that I can leave here, and you can always reference back to this video. You can pause it on the screen. It'll basically tell you a quick
breakdown. Oh, this is kind of cool.
General VIX index
it's a quick
prices,
table.
and you can scroll over and see 1 year, 1 month. What is it implying over 1 week and 1 day, etc. So just remember that this is here. And
Ooh, we should bully a nerd that we know to make this like digital, to where we can make it to where it connects with the actual price of SPY, and then we could see all these results. Yeah, this is a pretty nice one, I'm not gonna lie. He like kind of cuts to the chase on this one. You want to know, oh, your VIX is at 25? Awesome. You want to know it for the day? Awesome. 25 day, 1.57%. And remember, this is plus minus. And when I say that, it's a little confusing, but like let's say you have 20. Let's say we have 20 in our range, right? Let's say it goes up $10 and then it goes down $10. The price is still flat, but we did move the full 20. Just to kind of that's kind of how it works. That's a very horrible way of putting it, but
always reference back to it.
Can be a little confusing.
So just to give an example of how to use this, and
average true range is great. I think you're actually about to hear him mention that.
Back to the fact that I originally stated that I felt, and many other people felt, that the VIX index was a little bit low considering the magnitude of the crash we saw in the S&P 500. The average VIX value in December was 24.95, essentially 25. So we can look at that column here. Now a 25 VIX is implying a 1 month move of about 7.22%. And remember, that is plus or minus. But the S&P 500 was actually down over 9% in December. And if we look at the average true range of the S&P, which is a good metric, I suggest people start using it, because it does take into account intraday movements and the highs and the lows for the day. But the average true range was extremely high. Again,
hear that one again. Hear that one again.
In December. And if we look at the average true range of the S&P, which is a good metric, I suggest people start using it, because it does take into account intraday movements and the highs and the lows for the day. But the average true range was extremely high, again showing that the VIX index was a little bit muted given the magnitude of the crash. So hopefully now you understand what the VIX index actually is and what those values mean.
Haha, my background. But yeah, so there you guys go. Now I don't have to make a video. I can just link people that one. Y'all have no idea how many VIX videos I watch to find somebody explain it right once. It's amazing to me how many people have videos of VIX. Like my old video of VIX, it doesn't cover half of what he just covered. I only covered like how to trade off of it. This man literally broke down everything. Alright, music's back on YouTube, sorry.
Wait, so if VIX is up, SPY should be down though, right?
Yeah, I mean, the gist of it, yeah, dude. Like, if you see that shit skyrocketing, bro, just move out of your house. Actually, I think VC is right. I think that guy I think he was Canadian. I heard a little Canadian accent at the end.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Just based off the water in the mountains.
Yeah, okay, Trudeau supporter.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, he touches here. SPY's holding the lows of today. It's bouncing above the previous day midpoint, 575.12, which Dr. J was so kindly to point out to us. I'm glad you asked too. That was a great video. I kind of forgot that it existed, so you brought it up. Because I started ranting on how I hate people make VIX videos, and I'm like, wait, this guy made like the video. And it wasn't long at all. It was like, what, less than 10 minutes? Probably more with me pausing it a bunch, but really good video. Links in Discord and YouTube, so definitely take advantage of that. I'll probably get a screenshot of that table. We can post it somewhere, or we could just make our own table and make it move with the price of SPY or something. That would be cool. Because VIX doesn't just sit still, it does move. But yeah, glad you asked too. Does anybody have anything they need me to look at before we just sit here and start chilling looking at charts? Because we are getting into the last half hour of the day. I didn't even realize. But it's okay. Today and tomorrow we really weren't expecting too much movement. So really hope you guys aren't super energetic to jump into a bunch of trades just yet. But I did see some individual opportunity on some tickers, but I won't try to like sit here and defend like, oh, you guys should have been trading SPY or whatever. Like, nah. I didn't ready you guys for anything because I didn't want anybody to trade super heavy today. I don't want anybody trading super heavy overnight or into tomorrow as well. I really hope we just kind of chill and then we can get some more 2-a-days posted. Which I'll probably save my next 2-a-day post for Monday. Still got a little bit of news tomorrow. Exactly. There you go, Dr. J. Only paying attention to the big, impactful moves on it to really be like, okay, well, I should be seeing some movement in the market, or just to kind of gauge with it. I like that you said it like that. And that's how it should be used, as a gauge, as an extra tool, not something you base your trades off of. NVIDIA, please, curious of your thoughts. I actually covered it earlier, but I'll cover it again. It's sitting in this recent supply. I had this one recently drawn, but we're actually holding it perfectly. If you want to see that as well, it was just this one. It's pretty big. But the fact that it's holding the top of it is a good sign, because we kind of started into it the other day, a few days ago. A little bit of it's not a 3-bar play, but it kind of has that feel. And it's just really sitting inside of the next supply. This one. The high of that red candle to the open of that green candle. And then besides that, it's just all-time high. Which I should probably make this a dotted line. So, nothing to really talk about on this one. In short, we're really just looking to see, do bulls keep control? Because they definitely have control. They've reversed most of the trend so far. As long as they hold 131s, I'd say that's kind of a safe number to keep in your head. They should have trend on their side. Now, they do have this little bit of barrier in their way before they go to this next one, but that's ahead, you know. So, at least you know what's in front of it and what's behind it. No, you're good. Not everybody was in here. This was only one of the few ones I covered because it was just really clean. And there's a lot of setups that are kind of in between. I can't really post Amazon again because I've been going over it a lot. I've been going over AMD a lot. I've been going over Coin a lot. Microsoft a lot. So if you've been in with the 2-a-days or seeing those posts, you've definitely been seeing me post these a lot. But I'm trying to move around and choose some different ones for next week. I think I'll try to do Meta or Netflix or something. Do something from the XLC folder. Maybe I'll try to fit in a weird one, like Boeing or something. But I'm not going to force anything. I'm just trying to find setups that I think are good for the chat, and then that's it. No extra BS. Yeah, I'm probably just going to wait. I was wondering why stream was quiet and paused for a bit. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to watch that video with everybody. It's kind of awkward because I can't like stream it on Discord like, guys, this is what we're watching, and then also watch it on YouTube stream. It's a little weird. All good though. Yeah, watch that video if you guys are just not tuning in. That video is very informative. It's basically just telling chat it's widely taught the wrong way, and I don't really want to make a video because honestly, that guy has everything in the video. I don't see a point in me making one now. That guy had everything in it. That's the only video I've seen like that. So I'm gonna give him his credit where it's due. Netflix is a 3 white soldier on the daily. That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
But what does Upstart do though? You know.
What was that? You're breaking up. Gotta go.
Does somebody else have a funny stock market related video we could watch? That one was pretty good, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we'll be able to top that one. That was pretty good.
It's just so funny.
Because it's so obvious, like, bro, what? It's clearly he's lying.
He didn't even think to, like, I don't know, Google it really quick or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like, no way you did all that research. Or not research, I guess I shouldn't say that word. But no way you've talked about the stock that much and you didn't even know what they did. That's just wild. That'd be like saying you didn't know Ford sold cars. It's like, what? Of course Ford sells cars. Oh, Jack, we're playing that one. God, Jack's so good for it. You know what, I don't know why I'm like being PG like you guys are all 12. Alright, hold up.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Jack, you're a genius for remembering this one. This one isn't even as old as the others, but it's still gold.
growth to moderate.
Purple hair woman interrupts.
In coming quarters. Of course.
By refusing to treat climate change like a systemic
Okay,
risk,
thank you.
You are putting us at
Thank you very much.
disaster.
Yes, thank you very much.
Climate change
Yep.
will threaten
Thank you. Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Just straight up. Just close the fucking door, guys. Like, what are y'all doing?
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
U.S. inflation has come down over the past year, but remains well above our 2% target. My colleagues and I are, of course, gratified by this progress, but we expect that the process of getting inflation sustainably down to 2% has a long way to go. The labor market remains tight, although improvements in labor supply and a gradual easing in demand continue to move it into better balance. GDP growth in the third quarter was quite strong, but like most forecasters, we expect growth to moderate in coming quarters. Of course.
by refusing to treat climate change like a systemic
Okay, thank you.
Bro, who even let them near him, bro? If I see random people walking towards Jerome Powell, I'm not even a security officer, bro. I am tackling those people.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Thank you very much. Yep.
This is not the meeting to talk about climate change. These people do
Same
not
people
care.
that let that kid on the roof at Trump's rally.
And that's just crazy.
Incompetence.
Yo, 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 whoever joined Discord, we're targeting you. Ooh, D-Touch. Damn. Alright, hold on. I'm pulling this up on the main screen. Make my Discord insanely huge. Damn, you're ballsy, but I like it. A little bit of a early retest kind of entry here. Seeing confidence at another level. Said, you know what? It either holds here as a high or low, or it fails and I'm out of a trade. I like your confidence, D-Touch. This is insane. I think that ad is huge confidence. Beautiful exit. And then I like when you see like it didn't really make that much of another of a high. You were like, you know what? I'm gonna just take it right there. That's probably high of day. Dude, beautiful. 80%. Let's go. Well deserved. Tesla trade of the 240 break. 40% entry watching both the 1 and 5 minute time frame. Once we broke previous day low, it was only time before the sell-off occurred. So in moments for 80%, another 80%. What the hell? 80% is the number today. Let's see what he did. What did he say entry it was? Held through the 40% entry. And once we broke previous day low. Okay. Oh, I see what he's saying. Open of this break. I see. Damn, you entered right at the yesterday low. That is so risky. Looks like he had his fib here, though, to keep him in it in case he was wrong short term. So that's good to see, at least. Retest initial break of PML and hidden retest. That is true. And he got the dump he was looking for. That's a pretty quick move. Risky, but I like that you gave yourself the fibs, so you weren't just shooting in the dark. Like, this was a little risky entry, but you gave yourself these fibs to short term tell you, yo, am I wrong or not? So I will accept that one. Oh! Huh?
Oh.
I wish this man could see my jawline right now and how close to the ground it is. I cannot believe I missed this. Holy crap, dude. D-Touch is cooking right now. I love that he said nothing with this, too. He's just, like, super silent. He knows what he did. Oh my god, D-Touch. I have no words for you, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even trying to, like, overhype you right now, but that's, like, you kind of deserve some overhype. Like, what the hell is that? Bro, that is a fat-ass gain, dude. Good for you. Linwood,
D-Touch doing D-Touch things.
Oh, and he's giving some credit to Linwood. Let's see what we got here. Contracts are a little pricey for me. The last daily candle was an inside bar. Looking for the next daily candle to test previous month's close with the gap above previous month's high in pre-market. Looks like an 80% entry on the daily chart for further out longs. Has risen above and dude, Linwood is in tune. Holy. This was 928, dude. This is damn near 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm just so happy for you, honestly, dude. That's a lot. That's a fat gain. On a very nice setup, too. It's a good feeling. Dude, everybody go check out Result and Review and drop an emoji for my boy D-Touch. That is just beautiful. Contract moved whack though, not gonna lie, but the momentum was there. Oh, it should have been more, is what you're saying? Or you had to fight through it a little bit. Spreads were like, Jesus. Okay. Well, at least you took advantage of the big move though. It's fair enough. I'd rather the spreads open up as it's moving up than like already be open as it was like tight and inside of the inside bar or whatever. And she was 94, sold 3.5. Dude, you're nuts. I'm very happy for you too, because I know not every trade all of us grab multiple contracts because it like takes a little bit. But I'm really happy you had a lot in that and you actually were fully invested in it. That's very kick-ass. On a strong setup too, man. I love that. God, you have so many things you can do from this now. Give yourself a little bit to breathe, reevaluate all your charts again, and then attack. And you might not even need to do anything the rest of this week with what you just did, honestly. Like I would probably just focus on just monitoring. But dude, seriously, kick ass. That is amazing.
Re-enter full port.
Yeah, put all your profits into the rollout.
Just playing with profits, bro. It's all good.
Bro, just roll out into another contract, bro. It's really fucking simple. Like, God. Just buy another contract with, like, all the money you just got. I hate when people say that. They're like, bro, just roll out. What the hell are you even saying?
Like, no.
Like, no, I'm not taking profits and buying a worse contract for less money. No. That's, like, burning part of your profits. Get out of the play. Wait for a retest. Jesus Christ. Like, you can't just wait? Just be patient. But what if it goes more? Then it goes more. Fine. It's not the end of the world.
Stuck to my plan.
It's never going to experience a red day after I sell ever again. You just got to remember, it's not as bad as it seems in the moment. In the moment, it's very easy to, like, to feel the worst, you know, to make things feel really bad, but it's really not that bad. Damn, I feel kind of, like, bored after this because I just realized I don't have a 2-a-day review to do today. That's been, like, my afternoon snack.
Damn, you messed up.
Nah, I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. 'Cause I want to keep it like impactful. Like I want it to be every time I post those stickers, at least one of them is doing something. And so far that has worked. Some days both of them move. But as long as I can cover a couple points to help people out with just kind of reading the levels correctly or how to go from one level to another correctly, like that's all I care about. They'll figure out the rest. They're smart. And yeah, if you think of any other tickers I should be doing, let me know. I think I have most of the ones I want to be doing for the 2-a-days. Pretty much just staying with something that you could swing or day trade. I don't want to just do one or the other. Insane. I took my streaming break around McDonald's at 250. And she's at 300 again. Said spy? Sorry.
Yeah, add that to your 2-a-day.
Oh, spy. I guess I could. Because I haven't really been giving like plans on spy because like I feel like I've done it so much now. I feel like people should know that by now, but I've moved on to the 2-a-days and just posting the levels so they have it to match with me. But maybe I could make spy a 2-a-day or something, or IWM or something. I know you love IWM a lot.
Yeah.
Or SPX. I could do SPX.
I mean, if there's a setup for it, like today, I think is about to be an inside bar, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. I'll do SPX instead of spy. How about that? And then I'll just keep posting my spy levels how I usually do. I like that as to like test people, because like if somebody charts spy and they end up getting pretty similar levels to me, then you can pretty confidently say that they are looking at the levels correct. They are drawing them the right way. Now trading them is different. Trading them and looking at that's different, but at least plotting the levels and getting, at least a similar look, that's what I'm trying to aim for when I post that. And then the 2-a-days need to be what they are. If you guys are just now joining, definitely check out that VIX video we all just watched together. It's very informative. I only touched up on some of those points. He, of course, went into way more detail than I did. So definitely check that out. How can I join the community? I can send you a link, or you could just find it on your own. But I'll just send you the link. Save you some trouble.
Venmo me $500 and I'll send you the link.
That's like the membership sign up.
You linked it.
The Discord is this link. Invite. Copy. And I've actually
Is it set up to join as a free member from that link?
I have no clue.
Oh.
I think you can click that and buy a membership, and it probably shoves you in the Discord. I have never tested it. I could set the Discord link to do it, though. But I didn't want to do it. What if Brian's like an assassin here for me, I don't want him to get too close. He does have Kennedy in his last name, so we gotta be careful.
Ooh.
Last time I checked, the Kennedys don't like Italians.
Better watch out.
He's like, great, I'm not joining this community. These guys are weird. Damn, D-Touch. How many days did I do it? I was on a good streak till you just beat me again. Hold up. Yeah, I was on a good streak.
How was your day?
Yeah, he finally beat me. Hey, watch your mouth. He said, alright, back to work, and then tags polls. What a legend. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually, like, weird not seeing him do the polls, because normally he does it before me. And then when I started getting into doing it, I was like, damn, I kind of miss D-Touch. You don't know what you have until you don't have it. And yeah, guys, we're just lazily watching SPY, conversating. I'm not really doing any updates right now just because it's pretty much the end of the day. News day today, news day tomorrow. Man, I honestly can't wait till next week. I can't wait to post another 2 a day. I've been having so much fun making those. So I can put out
very in depth.
Yeah, I can put out every scenario into a plan. And therefore, if it does one of those, like, bam, it was posted. It was in the thought process. It wasn't something that just randomly popped up. And if it is something that randomly pops up, probably shouldn't be participating in it. And the reviews, too. I like the reviews because it can cover exactly what entries you should be looking for, what you shouldn't be looking for. If you do find something, I make it very clear in there that if you do find another entry outside of what I talk about, that's okay, but I'm just not going to push out that agenda because I don't want people going for these lower probability trades. I want people to learn patience and aim for those just, again, higher probability trades because it gives you better chances. It increases your confidence. You don't feel like you're struggling in your trade as much. And when you are wrong, guess what? It's very clear and you know you were wrong. You can get out. You don't have to sit there and play, games with it and pretend and hope that you're right and it's going to come back. No, you're wrong. Get out. Stop loss. You're out. So. Yeah, that is true too, Vanessa. I didn't even think about that. This probably gives everybody a chance of actually catching up because I was posting there has been a lot posted and it is a lot of reading. So. Maybe that should be everyone's homework for the next couple days, just till next week, till I make another one. Be ready for the next 2 a day post. But definitely catch up on some of the ones that were posted, and if you want to just skip to the chase, just go check out the reviews. They're all in the hashtag levels channel. Everybody, not just Vanessa. No way his lotto worked. I just came back to reading YouTube chat, and I see that. He said 323%, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, Tobias. Maddie, I'm going to sit cash just because PPI tomorrow. But I promise you, and I promised you, that I would let you know my next trade. But I am not in one yet. And to be honest with you, I haven't even really searched for my next one because I just have that feeling we're not going to get a setup I really enjoy till next week, till Monday. But if you want to go review a trade, you should go check out the results and review channel or wherever that trade D-Touch just posted went, because he caught this. That was pretty crazy. My jaw's still on the floor after looking at that. Thank you for your time. You too, I don't want to say your name wrong. Hanaro? I know you don't say the J. I'm not that white. But thank you either way, man. Thank you for your time being here. Smart, fair. I'm flicking through charts but not seeing much I love. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling too. I went through a pretty good amount. I didn't see anything jump out to me, and scream at me. There are a couple charts that I see like setting up that I could see us getting into. So definitely happy about getting. I guess we could call those the warm-ups. Ones that we still need a little bit more info on or more confidence in to get into, but we have a few of those. I lost money 3 times today, made it all back, made $15 today. We effing green. I'll never forget how Tobias entered into this community. This man posted some of the most in-depth analysis from him and his brother about how the market was going to have a downturn and how they were going to take advantage of it and like all this other. It was either the downturn or when it went back up. I can't. Either way, though, it was very large moves over a long period of time, and they managed it so well. Dude, Tobias, this is that was one of the craziest like trades I think I've seen, like from someone we've actually met. I was gonna say though, SPY is still flying. Leland's like, yeah, I'm exiting for 180% right now.
I'm just chilling.
How's your life though, Leland? How's everything going on your end? I know you're probably getting busy.
Dude, it's wild watching all these hurricanes roll through.
Oh, I
Just
meant
after
like
moving here.
I meant like your family. I didn't mean like the catastrophic stuff. Jeez.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just chilling at home every day.
The dogs are good.
Yeah.
The soon-to-be is good.
She's been working.
Well, yeah, one of you has to.
So.
Bro, please tell her I said that shit. She don't even know who I am. I got her back, and she don't even know me yet. This is happening a lot in the last 3 days. Insane. You just got to remember why it's doing that, though. I mean, we are literally leaning into the only data that really matters anymore. Besides maybe PCE. I actually personally believe PCE is always going to be the greatest data, but feel free to argue with it. Last 2 weeks, there was a little bit of movement, but I know what you mean. It might also be because of the caution of new all-time high made on SPY, and the fact that QQQ is not there yet. So also remember that. Because the Dow's up at all-time highs, SPY is up at all-time highs, it's tech that's lagging a little bit behind. So they need to get into the bid before the news. 4 minutes till close, guys. If you guys have anything you want me to look at or review, let me know. This is the time to do it. It's the end of the day. We're just kind of chilling, having fun. Daffy is reposting the fact he is in his AMD play. So if there's anybody here wanting to get in on his average down spot, he is reposting that again. Which again, guys, and I'm a victim of this too. You got to check the trade floor. There are so many plays that get posted that I even miss. So definitely check that out if you ever feel like you just want to kind of watch somebody trade, or if you want to follow somebody, not necessarily with your money, but follow, like, you know, see what they're doing. Maybe follow along with your chart, see what you see different, see what, if you disagree, if you agree, which is totally fine in this community. Just don't be an asshole about it. FT&T. Someone roll in the Obi-Wan Kenobi meme. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. 8240. That's a scam. Just reviewing your L today. What was your L today, Carter? Can I review with you? Can I look at it? Can I make fun of you? No, I'm kidding.
Daffy's in
what?
1 DTE.
Ain't no way! Bro, that thing just jumped. I just said he averaged down, and it went up 18%, 19% that quick? That's nuts. NVIDIA to the moon, popping in on your break. What's up, React? I was actually glazing you earlier. I reviewed your trade from earlier. You're 80% banger, dude. Good shit. In short, I said your entry was a little risky, but I like that you had that fib there to kind of give yourself that caution of like, look, I'm definitely wrong, or hey, look, I'm definitely still right. I like that you gave yourself that absolute yes or no there, so thank you for at least doing that. But that was a beautiful, beautiful exit. I love that you got that dump. That's crazy. I joined Daffy a minute ago and I'm up 30% already. What a goat. What the fuck? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, anytime you, like, think his setups are like, I don't know if I would trade that, it does that, dude. Every single time. Anytime, React. Beautiful trade, man. And thank you for working together with, was it Carter? Or who did you work with? I know you and someone are DMing a lot. Just got ripped up by IWM, too rushy kind of day. Oh, okay. So nothing to really review, just the pacing. Fair enough, fair enough. I'll say it again, don't doubt the duck. Facts. Oh, you and prop. Okay, good. That's a good combo. He didn't trust himself today. Hey, but that's why you're there. You gotta hold him to it.
And Carter's going to hold you to it. But at least you guys are able to come up with these, like, results now, where you're not like, hey, React, could you review this and just see if I'm stupid? Like, you're probably already understanding what your problem was, and you're bringing it to it. Like, and that's good. That's huge progression, if that makes sense. I probably broke that down horribly, but it's a really good way of bouncing off of somebody. I also like that you guys are doing that, because I actually tried to give people homework to talk to each other more, and they didn't want to. So I'm glad to see you guys are. Whether it's in the chat. I mean, I'd prefer it to be in the chat, but I'm glad you guys are taking that time to also work with each other in private, too. Gives you that, I don't know, you feel like you're more, like, involved. So you feel a little bit more passionate about the process, and it, in turn, lets you progress a little bit quicker. And that is the market closed, everybody. We can chill here for a little longer, just talk about stuff or look at stuff. He's the yin to your yang. That's good. And that's good because you're actually two people I would say that are like, not on the same level. I don't mean that at all. But like in terms of process, like you guys both have understanding of your levels. You both know what you're looking for. Now it's just about doing it and then progressing. So, and I think that's a beautiful spot. I would say most of us are at that spot now. And I've told people this in the past. You got to remind yourself this all the time to keep yourself from going insane. The most boring part of trading is once you're already into trading. Let me start that over. When you get into trading, it's very exciting because everything's new to you. You don't know anything. You just want to get in. You're seeing the movement of money, the movement of the stock chart. That's fine. It's exciting because it's new to you. Once you get into trading more and you have an established system or a way that you like to trade, it's really just about finding your edge and sticking to it. It's pretty boring. It's going to be pretty boring. But understand that that's part of the process. If it's boring, you're doing something right. It shouldn't be, anything different. It should be the same routine every week. You shouldn't be trying to do anything extra, anything special. Shouldn't be trying out new things. We're not Isaac Newton. Time to go hit the links. Let's go AMD. See you tomorrow. Maybe have a good one. You too, Maddie. Have a great one, man. The stream makes it less boring. I hope so. And I only bring this up because I know that I myself will think of these points too. Like, I'll sit here and try new things out, and then I make mistakes. Guess what? Why the fuck was I even doing that? I should have just been sitting here and doing what I'm good at. Not taking trades. I don't practice. Like, why would I do that? It's stupid to do that now. And we got to make ourselves aware of it too. Call yourself out. Have a buddy to call you out. You too, Mansion. Thank you for joining, man. Hope you have a great evening. Everybody make sure to go check out the polls channel. Let us know how your day was, if you traded, or if you just sat cash. Totally fine if you just sat cash. I don't blame you.
Just remember the market's closed.
What?
What?
Tomorrow?
Oh, right now, I mean.
Oh. I was like, bro, is this another holiday I didn't, remember? I was about to be pissed, because I didn't get a... It wasn't Memorial Day, it was the other one. Whatever day it was. I forgot one of the holidays, and then you brought it up to me, and I was like, oh my god, he's a genius. And then you actually saved me, because I was going to jump into a trade, and I'm glad I didn't, because the next week, I ended up jumping into a better trade, but I wouldn't have had that money had I traded that first trade. So I was like, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Leland's an angel.
Alright, I'm out of here. I'm taking a nap.
Bet. I'm about to end the stream too. Thank you for joining, Leland, and dropping all the kinds of info and stuff. I appreciate that.
No problem. It's good to be back.
React said, the OB section of the candlestick has just gave me a third eye. Oh, of the handbook. I see.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a good section.
That's his favorite section.
So I got 5 pages or 10 pages, however many you got.
Is market closed on Columbus Day? That's a Leland question.
Good question.
You know what? Stock market holidays.
I'm doing the same thing.
I have all these logins to these websites and I don't use them.
Next holiday's Thanksgiving.
You don't have to worry about Columbus Day at all, actually. Wait, it's when?
November 28th is the next close.
Oh, Thanksgiving, okay. So Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's all we got left, bet. That's not too hard to remember.
Easy.
Damn, I got my birthday in a month. I just realized that. Oh. I want Leland to buy me a boat.
Yeah.
Alright.
I still gotta get rid of that other boat I have. It's just sitting in Arizona.
Nah, that thing's fine, man. You'll need it when you escape.
Just rotting away. Alright, see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow, Leland. Thank you for being here, man. Keeping me company.
No problem. Later.
Appreciate it. Alright, guys. I think... Wait, you said might also start bothering you soon. Wait. What did I miss? Oh, Leland. Okay, good. Yeah, if you want to include Leland on your idea as well, Tobias, we could do a little group chat if you want. Like, once you get it going and then we test it, I think that's what whatever you want to do. Alright, guys, I will see you later on. I thank you all for being here, dropping a like on the stream, tuning in, even though it wasn't going to be, that entertaining of a market session. I still appreciate anybody who tuned in here to get some lessons in, or prep, or just whatever, just to talk. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's stream. And then we have the Saturday stream as well for Lifetime only. So if you have the Lifetime role, be on the lookout inside of the Lifetime group. I will be dropping a link in there. And we'll just be charting some stuff up. I got to rechart pretty much everything, so we'll be doing that this weekend. But guys, I'll see you later on. Love you all, and have a good rest of your day.